candidate. So, and sometimes
Right.
four.
Yeah. It's a lot because it's kind of like it's all at once, right? It's like you finish
Oh,
one, 15 minutes later, you're on to the next one, right? And it's just it's pretty brutal. You're not really given a lot of time for
wow.
a break, right?
That's yeah, that's hard to just logistically to be able to make a decision that fast is difficult as the
Well,
interviewer too.
well, they're not like making the decision on the spot of just like, oh, do you want to give this guy another interview, right? Because as I said, the technical interviews they're hard, right? They're tough.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason they give you like four technical interviews is just multiple chances, right? There's a chance that
Oh,
you
is it
just get a
with different?
problem.
Is it with
They're
different
with
panels of
different
people though?
people. Yeah, they're
Okay.
all with different people. It's not the same person every time. So
Mm,
it's kind of the idea of just maybe with that problem you just had kind of had a lapse in judgment and you just couldn't
yeah,
get to the solution,
it's
right?
kind of interesting. That also sort of equalizes the possibility if you have like a bad rapport with one person in a
Yes.
panel.
Yep.
So, yeah, I
I
always worry
remember.
about that when I'm doing interviews. I'm like, what if I just don't
Yeah.
like this person but they're actually a good employee?
Oh, for sure. And that's something that I remember in one of the interviews, he asked me like, "Oh, I hope your day's going well so far." And I started telling him about like, "Oh yeah, in the last interview I had like something like this that." And he's like, "Wait, stop. Don't tell me about any of that. I need a fresh slate when talking to you." And I was like, "Oh, okay,
Mm,
cool. Yeah." So he didn't want to
yeah,
hear anything about the previous interview.
that's cool.
Yeah. But overall, I think it went well. Obviously, I'm competing against a lot of other people that are applying for a job at Google, right? So it's not just, oh, how well did I do? It's a matter of how well did I do compared to everybody else. So,
Yeah, but also um, applicants have the upper hand in the current market. So
oh, for
you're
sure.
you
Yeah,
know
absolutely. Yep.
you're not necessarily competing with everyone else who's applying. You're really just it's did enough people apply for the positions that they need to fill, and
Yes,
as long
very
as
true.
that's the bar you're beating is
Hmm.
not everyone else. They're probably trying to fill six positions.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, it's Google, right? They have
Yeah,
thousands of engineers and like hundreds of teams,
you
so
don't apply for a specific team.
you don't. Yeah.
Oh,
So the way that Google works is that they do the screening, they do the technical interviews, they take how well you did on these technical interviews, look over your resume, and then kind of pick out teams that they think you'd be a good fit for, right?
oh
Then
wow.
once they have this list of teams, you start what I like to call like a speed dating round, right? Where they effectively have you go into like a quick 15 or 30-minute interview with all the managers of these different teams. And
Draft
then
picks.
yeah, in a way. um, and then you tell them at the end, just like, oh, I really liked this team, and this team, and then those managers will go, yeah, we like him, we'll take him.
All right, cool.
So it's a whole lot of that. Um,
Well, I'm
yeah,
excited. I'm excited for you. Hopefully you get an interesting
the
job. Let us
yeah,
know how it goes.
man, I was so nervous. Because the unfortunate thing about it being like logic puzzles is that there's multiple solutions, right? That's
Yeah.
the best interview questions for these type of positions are. They always have a whole host of answers that range very widely, right? So then, like, you might come up with an answer and it might be really bad and take like 3 hours to run or something like that, right? Which is not good for when you're operating with petabytes of data, right? So sometimes, so like one of the solutions, I was literally, I realized in hindsight, for my
It's
mental health, the moment the interview is over, I should just dumped all those questions from my brain, right? Because I was in the shower like the next morning, like leaning against the wall, like, God damn it, but what do I do about the associations? Damn it, think, Alan, think. Like,
but I mean that's also yeah, for your mental health, yes, but also that's like that's a attribute that the employers are going to want is that like if
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
exactly.
encounter a puzzle like that in your job, then it should bother you for weeks until you solve it, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Yep. Um, fun times. All right, is everybody here?
Yeah, everybody's here.
Yay! Excellent. Would anyone like to? Oh, actually, since Kevin brought this up, we'll talk about this real quick. We probably won't do consecutive week stuff to catch up because I do remember. I did
Yeah, I
remember
don't want to do that.
that you two would not be available during those weekends in particular. So we'll just pick back up every 2 weeks from this point. Um, another note. I might talk about this more at the end of the session because this is like a possible gameplay mechanic that I want to incorporate into this campaign. That would take place after you finish this this next up quest, right? So we'll save that for the end, right? Because there's no need to talk about that now. But does anyone want to do the recap? Does anyone remember?
I don't.
We fought a school golem.
Wait, who drew this? Wait,
It just got drawn. I was like, I was gonna
Ashley,
label. I was
is this
gonna
like
label
the
it.
time wizard from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Hi guys.
Hi.
When it was just a bunch of interlocking circles, I was gonna make a Full Metal Alchemist reference, but
Oh my God.
then you started adding arms and legs.
I know. I was adding just circles, and I was trying to do like an alchemist thing too. I was trying to mimic this thing up here, and then I started drawing straight lines, and I was like, fuck it.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Quick side note, just for me, I never watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood before, and I just started watching it. Holy fuck, it's really good.
Yeah.
It is really good.
You kind of have to like forget everything you know about Full Metal Alchemist because it goes back and starts from a different part in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I've been
it's
enjoying it quite a lot. It's really good. Anyway,
Don't watch the Netflix movie though; that ruins everything.
No, this is my depiction of Charlie.
oh my god!
I know that's not what he looks like, but
Jesus.
because he's so obnoxious and I don't like him.
Who? Kyle?
No, Charlie.
No, Charles.
I don't like Kyle either.
Who Charles was?
Just punch them all.
Oh, Charles Robusto Portier Alberta III.
Yes, that's
nice. Nice. You slipped on a couple of syllables, but you're getting better.
No, we'll get it.
If you ever want to interact with him more, you got to get pretty good at it. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is we don't have to interact with him.
You could just write that off. I think we're okay.
All right, well, let me go ahead and just remove this entire document that I prepped. All right, cool. All right. So I'll just go ahead and do the recap then. At the beginning of the last session, the party went to the Green Bread to have some breakfast and flapjacks before they decided to begin their adventures for the day, where they ran into
meat sauce.
With meat sauce. Yep.
I had pancakes with meat sauce. That is correct.
But you didn't eat the pancakes.
That's right.
Very bothersome.
Yeah, you just had the meat sauce.
He was like, "These aren't garnish." Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
That's fine. No, that's fine. It's fine. And then you met an archaeologist named Care, who said that she found some kind of weird mirror near a village that Ferrero was actually came from. At which point he learned that his village is gone. He does not know why or for what reason, but it's just gone. And while talking about the mirror, she said that she actually tried to sell it off to the library because the library, as well as the university within the city, take a great interest in buying magical items and historical artifacts for the case of study. But she brought you to the library, showed you the mirror, found that the mirror has a very weird property when interacting with Ferrero in particular, in that it doesn't necessarily reflect what Ferrero is actually doing for some reason.
And when he
at which-
talked while reflected, it broke.
Yep, exactly. Well, specifically, he couldn't even get to speak. It was before any syllables came out at all.
Okay.
But it was like literally the microsecond that sound would have occurred. Anyway, and then after some time, also on the opposite side of the library, the Warlock Trio, they decided to kind of do some of their own research, kind of looked around. Indigo found out that whatever is going on with her seems to have happened at some point in the past, but hasn't really gotten much information beyond that, except that Detective Kyer was also on that case as well. After reconvening, the party got introduced to one of my favorite NPCs of all time, Charles Rambousier Peligre Alburet III, who formally and very kindly introduced himself to the party. He gave out his business card, and then he summoned a giant book elemental that tried to kill all of you. After successfully burning it and maybe destroying the library, you tried to get into contact with Charles Rambousier Peligre Alburet III. At which point he said that he has client confidentiality and he cannot share any details about who hired him or for what purpose. But you have his business card, and who knows? Maybe he's just a swell guy.
Understood.
At which point you started to try to leave in a haste. You ran to Detective Kyer in the lobby, and some drow elf that he happened to be with, who knows what she is, and he then walked into that part of the library where you came from, closed the door, and then you left, so you don't know what he did in there. And that's where we're picking up. You're effectively all outside the library at this point, getting ready to decide where to go next, whether it be home or what have you.
How does that all feel so good?
Are you okay?
I think I got smoke inhalation. We should go home and sleep.
Yeah, let's go get some rest.
This is a good plan.
All right, so you begin walking through the streets. You're starting to become more familiar with the general layout of the city by this point, and are able to generally recognize a path back to your home. You
We
kind of
unlocked
proceed,
fast travel.
kind of. And as you're walking, you actually notice that Care and Skippy are kind of hanging back a little bit, and it seems like they're talking like amongst themselves. If none of you care about that, we'll continue.
Does it look like they're like talking business, or are they like flirting?
It looks like a business talk. It does not look like
Oh.
flirting.
Damn it.
Damn it! I just want Skippy to be happy. So-
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Thank God.
I don't know what he's into, so.
No one does.
No one's judging.
Guys, do
And-
you remember in the last campaign we were trying to romance, what's her name, with the little goblin guy?
With Skippy?
Oh my
Yes.
god!
Yeah.
We tried to romance Stilo with Skippy, and she was
Yes.
extremely uninterested.
It's like, come on, give him a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Back to the main story.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm looking for a piece of art to put here real quick. That's a tiny piece of art. I didn't anticipate that. Yeah, it works right here. Okay. All right. So then eventually you all arrive back at your home. You may recall that Cliff and Elwyn were Cliff and Elwyn were all working on your house when you left.
Or Glyph.
What was that? Sorry.
Forklifts.
Forklift.
Forklift.
I hate that.
No, you don't. You love it.
I thought
No, I
that's
love
why
it.
you did it.
No, that was not why I did it. There's a reason there's 4 cliffs, and it's not because of a pun.
Come on.
Well, that's disappointing.
But I like it. All right. I do like it.
They're Pentecostals. Is that what you're saying?
So-
No birth control.
So,
That's why there's forklifts.
so as you walk up, you do notice that the cart they originally brought that was loaded up with a bunch of furniture and boxes is empty except for trash and broken furniture that you previously saw inside of your home. And you kind of see Cliffs just like these 2 Cliffs just throwing stuff onto the cart.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Stuff. 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 Where'd I go? Here I am. Okay.
I was zoomed in too far. I was like, well, where are the cliffs?
I know. I was like, it's all black.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
I can't
One
move
thing
my
you'll
character.
note,
Oh.
by the way,
Oh,
you
window.
can't- oh,
Window.
yeah.
Can I go
The
through?
the windows are not like wooden things because just Incarnate didn't have that, and yeah, but you can see through the window, right? So they're glass, and you'll notice your DM forgot to put lanterns in the hallway.
Jesus.
I will.
One God.
I will.
We have an
I will-
imagination. We'll be fine.
Okay. I will fix that later.
There's one here and here.
Exactly.
Here and
I
here.
see them.
It's fine.
They're beautiful.
We got some shrubs here. Yeah.
Very-
Is the window open?
No.
Damn
You're
it.
gonna try to climb in through the window.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure,
anybody
Bus.
could, though.
Guess we'll go through the door.
They just put it in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah. You guys coming? They're all asleep. Okay.
Oh, no.
so before
Oh,
you
God,
walk
in
in, right? So before you just barge in, Skippy will kind of like try to like get in front of you all at the door, and then kind of go. So I just want to say that this the first 2 areas were my idea, right? Because I figured, right, if we're all going to be together and maybe doing some adventuring, not me, I can perhaps, do a little bit of administrative work and maybe have a nice little front area for, wait for it, God, I hope she's done with this area, where, we could greet potential clients, and he'll open the door and
So
you'll see Elwyn talking to 2 of the Cliffs, and they are holding big stuff.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
this is really nice.
This
Thank
would be
you.
this would be great for an administrator we can hire while we go on an adventure, Skippy.
Well,
Yes,
I would do.
How else are you going to get experience?
Well, I could do the administrative stuff. Was what I was saying.
Skippy, you're not good with books. Let's go.
Oh.
You're good with
Great with
numbers. That's
numbers.
different.
I'm really good with books, though.
He's good with numbers.
I could probably do really good record keeping. I even put a bookshelf back here to keep track of our records and jobs and stuff.
Where's the photo album?
What's a photo?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
So the person we hire will be
Sorry.
able to.
No, there are photos.
Oh, okay, I was
photos,
like,
Yeah, so there are photos. Photos are exceptionally rare and expensive in like this type of setting, right?
got it.
Like it's going to be like portraits and stuff like that you generally see. If someone has a picture, it's one of those where it's like, "Oh, wow, why are you frowning this picture?" Well, when you stay still for 3 hours, that's kind of what happens, right?
Are we
It's
gonna
one of
do
those.
this
It'd be one of those pictures.
We need to have a giant canvas made of all of us then.
Yes,
Oh,
I agree.
heck yeah.
like
hang
up,
it on the
up
wall
the
right
guild.
here.
We're gonna
This is
commission it.
Ooh,
That's
that's
the
a good idea.
perfect
A
wall.
mural, just
Yeah.
the whole wall.
Yeah.
It could be an epic battle. I'm so tired.
We can
Thank
make
you.
up a battle scene with the snake, so that way people see it, they're like, "Oh, they killed Babadook the snake! Wow!"
Skippy, that's
What?
probably the most genius idea you've ever had. I'm gonna pat him
Stop.
on the head.
Stop. Wait, don't do that. No. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go take a nap now. I'm so tired. What's in here, Skippy? What did you do over here? Is this your sex dungeon?
What? Okay, first of all, if I had a sex dungeon, I would not put it in an area where everyone has to walk through it in order to
You
go to their
said that we're
rooms.
gonna be working together, so Anyway,
But this is just the living quarters / kitchen.
is there a basement to the sex dungeon?
But it's not a sex dungeon. This is just where This is where we can all just like relax, hang out.
Yeah,
Eat
how else am I
food.
supposed to relax?
I
Okay.
call this the green room.
Oh,
Oh, I like that, Jasper. It's very befitting for you.
agree.
Important note, because I
Yeah.
noticed Wendy immediately goes to the window.
I forgot about that.
Yep. And yeah, you see Wendy's room.
Wendy,
Very
look.
very plain, very empty, almost just kind of an empty table and a bed.
How is it, Wendy?
It's very nice.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm so excited for you.
He climbs through.
Jeez. Yes. That's what I was gonna do with the hallway one, but you said it was closed, so I was like, ah.
oh, it's really
It's
nice
probably too
in
small for me to
here.
fit through, is it?
No,
Get
probably
stuck
not
in the
that small.
shoulders.
Where is
I'll
Char?
just-
That's a great question. Where is Char?
It's here somewhere.
I'll just dislocate my shoulders and squeeze through there.
He's huge.
There you go. There's Char. Anyway,
There we go. I'm gonna take a slice of cheese.
by all means,
Yes. What kind
that's
of cheese is it?
actually the cheese wheel that Char stole from the inn during your first session.
Char, your cheese is delicious.
It's cheese that I'm sitting on.
What he's sitting on.
Oh,
Hallway, because I forgot to put stuff in there. That's
Okay,
it.
Skippy, you forgot to decorate the hallway. Can you order some more stuff, please, to make it more homey?
Well, that might be another order, but I could talk to Elwyn on the way out, I guess.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay.
it smells really clean in here.
Yeah, I can't even smell the bathroom. Or whatever you call them.
Their bathrooms.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
The water
Yeah.
closet.
There, thank
The
you.
water closet.
Sure.
All right. What
Is
room
it
do we want
nice?
to see next?
I want to see the water closet.
Yeah.
This is the water
Me too.
closet.
It's beautiful.
Look at Indigo, there's a bath. I'm so
There's
sorry.
room
I'm
for
so
three.
sorry.
There's room for 3 in that bath.
Next
Ooh,
person got
that's
here.
true. I like this.
There's lots of room.
Yeah.
Hell
Just
yeah.
sit here. You know.
So, ladies,
Hell yeah.
The warlock.
The warlock boat.
Get Char in here.
not warlocks here. We're
Tell him
warschlocks.
to warm this up.
Yeah,
With
put
our
Chargo's
horse
right there.
claws. Anybody else coming? I mean, there's not a lot of room now. We filled her out.
They could probably put their fingers
Ladies.
in.
Ah.
Oh, if
Dinner's full.
Oh,
So, as you're kind of like all walking out of the bathroom and looking at it, Elwyn will kind of like stop you and go like, "Hope you like the bathroom. Fortunately for you, you're all kind of in a part of the city where you actually have access to a well, so we can use that to pull water. And also, we also discovered while working on this, there is actually a septic tank that toilet goes through. So you don't have to have someone walk in here to empty it. They
That's
can access it from just outside. It's like the next building over. We share it with them now.
Nice.
Does this also mean that a very determined person could get in through that?
It'd be a very small person,
Okay.
So watch out
like
for goblins and
an
goblins.
exceptionally tiny person, smaller than a
Fairies, got
gnome.
it.
Actually, maybe.
Pixies?
Yeah,
Know about the pixies around
it,
here? Oh my god.
We need a padlock to protect ourselves from toilet pixies.
I think that's
All
the
right.
Is there
bare
like a
minimum.
spray or a bottle or like a powder for that?
for,
For toilet
I mean,
pixies.
pixies are they don't climb through. That's not like a thing that they
Wendy
do.
just said that there's toilet pixies. We need the powder for the toilet pixie. I'm
There's
not.
no toilets.
Shark
Toilets are
turns up
pretty.
and goes,
Chester, how's your
well,
room?
actually, that is a thing, but we don't like to talk.
Ooh.
This
I
lad
I
for
forget.
it is your room. Yeah. You requested a mirror. Fun fact: the only mirror I can find is a vanity mirror. But I figured Jasper would probably be the kind of person that has a vanity mirror. So,
He
That's
most
Jasper's
definitely would
style,
have
for
his
sure.
hand yes.
yeah. You asked for an altar. That's just like a generic one I put down. You asked for a mantle, so Char would probably just hang out up here. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
great.
That's so cool. I love it.
And then Indigo's room is to the left here. What's this?
Ew,
It's so
so
pretty.
pretty.
I love how cool it is.
Oh, look at the furry thing on the desk. I
Fun
love it.
fact about the furry thing, that's not a thing in Incarnate, what I used to make the map. That's a table stamp.
It's
And
perfect.
I just made it very small.
Every way. It's perfect.
I love it.
Oh, I love the
purple.
bookcases. They're so
Yeah.
cute. New
I like
cross stitch.
this. New cross stitch. Just put books around Wendy in your cross stitch.
Like a crying,
You'll notice,
Like
by the way, that
golem in the background.
that as you're checking out the rooms, Elvin's just kind of following you, just measuring your reactions to seeing the area, because she wants to make sure she did a good job.
Oh.
All
Yeah.
right. Who wants to go next?
I want you all to know, to realize, based on the proportion to the map, we have like double king size beds or something. I think they're huge.
True, like
Whatever.
10 foot wide.
They're all
It's fine.
like different sizes.
I know that.
They're really nice
It's
looking beds.
It's fine. Okay.
I love it. I love it. I love
I'm
it.
sure, bitch. We're big time now. We're major
No,
people. I don't know if you know
based
this.
on
But we're
based on the proportions of the map, these are king size. The room that you just opened and the blue bed are king size, and the one Jasper has looks like a queen size bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh my
Sure,
god, I
I'm
love this
sorry if
so
it's-
much. I love it.
I mean, I would.
Char tries to join me on the bed. I kick him right off. Get on your stand. Are you kidding?
I also appreciate all the pillows on the bed.
need-
Like drastically appreciate.
Chard needs like a little dog bed,
Oh, that would be
like
so
a
cute.
like a pillow on the ground to sleep on,
Oh, or you could sleep on like your desk or something.
It'd be like a bat, just hang upside down.
or
Off the
or
top
that
of the mirror.
maybe Chard's bed is the little padded stool for the vanity.
Chard hang upside down with his wings wrapped around
I
himself.
like everything so much.
Yes, this is perfect.
Oh,
This is amazing. I love the rug. I love the desk. I love the bed.
Yeah, the rug is great.
Yes, I'm
oh, I
so.
do like that. I never thought about putting a rug in my room.
It was like the last thing I thought of, and I was like, I need a rug.
You do.
Amber will not like her feet cold. Not after
That's
being
nice to
stuck
get
in a
right out of
snowy mountain
bed.
with no shoes. No.
Just so everyone's aware, I didn't get any orders for what to do with this room, so I just left it empty.
Oh
For
no,
now.
we
Claim that room?
might
Have a
use it as
plan
storage.
for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it just
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the armory.
Yes.
Bobby
Done.
cleaned it out.
It's the sex dungeon. We established this.
Oh yeah. That's going. I thought we were making a basement.
The red room.
Let's see your room, Ferrero.
Yeah, we got 1, 2 more.
Suddenly, everybody forgets that Ferrero had the room to the right, and you just barge into Skippy's room. Hey, what? That's my room. I wanted to look at it first.
Oh, I'm so.
Sit over here.
I thought you were over here. Ferrero, you got the big room?
Hey, that's what he claimed. And everyone had a chance to claim their rooms. Just saying.
That's fair.
But yeah,
Oh,
you go into
cool.
Skippy's room and you notice that it's very simple, very minimalistic, and a lot of books. So it seems like he is the reading type. Amber.
That's a number.
Those are all number books.
Yeah.
They're all math textbooks.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
It's just pi
Ones and zeros.
to a million digits across the entire bookshelf.
Yep. And then for Ferrero's room, Elwood will note saying the note just said likes weapons and training dummies. So I just went to the blacksmith, got a couple of those, and put them in there for you. Hope that's okay.
Looking sparse in there too. It looks good though.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
you.
Minimalistic. I get it.
Well, he's definitely making use of the larger space, so that makes sense for him to have that room.
I
feel
like
like
to
the-
imagine that Ferrero wakes up and just does calisthenics on the floor, like just every morning.
It's Tai Chi.
He has his double training against the dummies while he's sleeping, and then they trade.
I think there might be a rule for the Echo Knight that like once you're unconscious it goes away, but
Oh, okay.
I think I might be wrong on that. I'd be surprised if there wasn't something like that.
Scary room.
I didn't think about asking for like a rug or something. Can I get like a grass mat? Not like grass. I mean, I'm talking like a I'm thinking of like to go with the aesthetics. To go with the aesthetics that I already asked for, just like a simple like woven kind of thing, and
Like
instead
a
of like
hemp rope.
instead of like a carpet.
Oh,
Whitney's
Whitney's
I was
smoking
thinking
his,
like a grass pad,
carpet
like
again.
pee pads that
Yeah.
dogs use.
Damn it,
So.
Whitney.
yes, that's what I need.
How about a human skin rug?
Oh god!
Too far. Too far.
I mean,
I'm just gonna cover the floor with discarded snake skins.
By the way, on the topic of maps, I want to show you all something very important real quick, right? So you might be aware I've never shown anyone like a proper world map because I've said one of my essentially because one of my biggest faults as a DM I feel is that I just have a really bad mind for things like geography. But my good old buddy, old pal in the other group, Demonic Trash Can or Jay, he has a very good mind for stuff like this, and he loves creative stuff like this. So I effectively told him yesterday that, hey, listen, the players haven't accessed like 90% of the map. If you want to just go nuts, I'm going to give you the most agency over my world possible. I'm going to try to fill in the lore, right?
Cool.
So I think
That's the best way to do it.
I think like 3 countries got erased in what he did. Because if you look at like the Sunday Gamers chat, he did the first half, and it is wild. Like some of the stuff he put there, it's so cool.
I really want to be a map builder. Like, I love that. That is really cool.
FY, like when I went to bed last night, I told him like, oh yeah, if you want to keep going, like, because I gave him access to my account. If you want to keep going, you totally can. He had like the Black Desert done. That was like what he had done when I went to bed. And I wake up and I check the account and I see this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. I like he just started naming stuff after gods because he's involved in the world building process. Because I talked to him about a lot of stuff, so. I think it's just called the sea Searwind Sea because it's an alliteration. But I do love it.
That's very cool.
It doesn't have an exit. That's really cool. It's like a salt lake. Because the rivers from those mountains go down and feed the sea, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I'm going to ask him a bit about that because something he said he wanted to do was that like fog comes from the lake and then goes into the area on the right. Because I told
Right.
him one country has to stay, and it's Casenray, which is like the dark wooded area on the right here, which is essentially like a country that I already wrote a bunch of lore for, and is like I call it the Gothic horror country,
Mm.
where it's essentially covered in like this dense fog and it's super dangerous and very horror-esque, right?
Yeah. Is
But
that
no,
Central River supposed to be like a straight line?
yes.
Okay.
I know it's weird, but it is indeed supposed to effectively just be like a straight line. For
cool.
lore reasons that unfortunately you all have not discovered yet. So, yeah. But yeah, no, I think he's killing us. I wanted to give you that little preview. Obviously, he's not done. He's going to work on the right side now.
That's very cool.
But yeah, me and him spent a lot of time working on that yesterday, and then he just went wild because I told him, you know what? Because I really want to give a lot of credit to Jay. Actually, I want to spend time talking about how much I love this guy. Right, this dude, even though he's like one of my players, he wants to be like extremely involved in a lot of the world building process. Right. So he's the kind of person where he'll be like, "Hey, I want to sit down and have like a 6-hour conversation with you, where we flesh out the politics of Ba. Even if I'm a player and like it might spoil stuff, I don't mind. I really want like a cool world for like you and other players to like expand and stuff like that." Jay's the fucking best. I love him to death. So I just wanted to give a second to talk about how much I love that man. So the reason I point that out is because like a lot of the world building I do consider a joint effort between me and him. That's why I wanted to point that out.
Collaborative storytelling. That's the best part of D&D.
Yeah, exactly. So like I love the fuck out of him. He's great. The Swinomish Channel. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce.
The Swinomish Channel it's in the Puget Sound. It looks like a river if you approach it from the land because it's 11 miles long, but it's saltwater. It's part of the Puget Sound, and the direction of the current changes with the tide.
Ah,
so it's pretty
cool.
interesting.
Where are we in this?
We're on the right-hand side.
Right-hand side, bottom of the river, like really far on the bottom, like within that like green delta.
Oh, okay.
Oh, in the green delta. Okay.
Yeah, or like
I thought we were in those little fingers on the right.
No. The capital Ba actually did used to be over there, but after they took over Arrakis like 75 years ago, they moved their capital to be closer to the river because it's a huge like travel route, and they put a bunch of tolls there, and they want to protect the new territory that they claimed. Right?
Cool.
Yeah, but that's politics lore. All right, but yeah, so this is
cool.
your beautiful house. If there's any like thing that you look at here and you go, "Oh, Alan, on second thought, I actually want this," just send me a message, right? If you looked at it and went, "Wait, I want a rug," just send me a message. I'll figure something out.
Everybody gets a rug.
Everybody gets a rug if they want one.
The bathroom needs one.
Like a bath mat.
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
Yes. Can we get one under the table too?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't actually. There's one under this one. Yeah, wall-to-wall carpet. No.
Like shag carpet on the walls.
On the walls. Oh my god.
Don't give Wendy like design privileges.
Just we come into his room and like there's grass growing from the ceiling and the walls.
Yeah.
What? Wendy, what is this a greenhouse?
I'm happy to successfully be filling my role as the eccentric weirdo on the team.
Yes.
Also, you said like a renovation show. I think it's called like Trading Spaces or something like that. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is because at literally one episode, like early in the season, one of the designers put grass up on a wall. Not kidding.
Oh my God. That sounds like something I would do.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that the owners were like horrified. Why is there grass on the wall?
You don't have grass on the wall?
Wait, how does it grow?
Man, I don't know the logistics behind it. They had grass up on the wall. It was like, what the hell?
Just bring in a mister and just.
By the way, for everyone going to sleep, it's like 5 p.m.
All right. Well, I mean,
I'm
what
getting
else are we
ready
gonna
for
do?
bed.
We need a long rest.
It's always
Hey,
time
it's
for a good
fair.
nap.
This is.
We could have. Wait, do we eat
Some of
dinner
us need
yet,
a
by the way?
long rest.
We had pancakes already.
Yeah, you had some leftover pancakes, and like none of you had dinner yet, and
Yeah.
you're all just jumping into
All
bed.
right. Like, let's here.
I'm just
Everybody
making
over
it.
here. Let's.
I'm just
It's
making
time
a
for a
note.
board game.
Candyland! Candyland!
Oh, I love a good board game.
Yes.
This is.
Well,
We just sit here and
if
stare at each other. If you're bored,
Gippy,
you're
what's for
winning.
dinner?
if you're all happy with what was done, I'm going to go ahead and head out. If you need anything else,
Thank you.
please let me know. Also, I changed all the locks on the doors. It
Mm.
looks like I don't know what happened, but it looks like someone destroyed the core of the lock on the front door or something. I don't know who would have done that, but something to keep in mind.
Some notorious criminal that broke into our
Thieves.
place.
Ne'er-do-wells.
Mhm.
Yep. So have a good one. I'm going to take my cliffs and
My clips.
and we'll be out.
Hello.
So like, as she's walking out, she'll just go like, "Come on, Cliff," and then both of them just go, "Ugh." And they just follow her out, and then they lift up the cart and they leave.
They used to
And when I
carry
say-
it. They carry it around.
Well, no, they pull it. They pull. the
There's
cart.
one clip for each wheel.
Yeah, they're just the wheels. It's just handles like a
They just like
sedan
pick it
chair.
up.
No, it's like the Flintstones. They stick their feet through the bottom. And
Yeah. Hup, 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 hup.
She would not be in here, by the way. She would have been like walking around. Also, Care. I'm talking about. And
Make yourself
as
at home.
thank you. And then she'll just sit here.
Great.
And that hello? Okay, there we go. And then as people sit down, Skippy will walk up and just be like, "So, speaking of administrative duties and how good of a job I'm doing, Care actually was quite impressed with what she saw, and she says that she actually has a possible job for us to do. Some location that she wants cleared out for archaeology stuff. Take it away, Care!" And then he'll step aside, and then she'll walk up and go, "So, there was 5 of you before.
This is
Where's
fine.
the one with... This is fine?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well,
People follow us.
The warlock just ran off.
I'm sleeping.
Jasper!
No.
I'm gonna grab his
Why
hand
were
and start
my mom?
dragging. Can I drag him? Can I drag you?
Yes.
Yes.
You're control
Hi,
my character.
Jasper.
You can drag me.
Yes. Can I? How do I do this?
hold on. Here, I'll give her control.
Yes.
I don't think... Yeah, I can't give her control because of the way the token's set up.
Okay.
So, just
Yes.
yep, you got him. You got...
Yes.
You're dragging behind a tired Jasper as you walk.
Oh.
You all see Amber walk through the door with just like her holding onto the arm of just a Jasper whose eyes are half open, and
Had a long night.
yeah,
Can
and then Jasper, and then Jasper's, you know what? He would go over on the couch and just lay down. So
Oh.
he's still here. He's
Seriously.
here.
I brought him here. That's all that matters. There's like the body of Ferrero still here.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
And Jasper's.
No, that's his echo here.
Oh, okay. Right.
That
We'll
makes
say that's his echo. Jasper, we don't know what's in Jasper's bed right
It's
now.
just the imprint of Jasper.
So then Kara's going to kind of walk up to the table and kind of go, so I was walking around. I was journeying about an hour or two up the river coast. There, I found a cave that had like a boat and some crates on the outside. I think it might be like just ruins or something. I'm not sure, but
We're
I
on it.
heard. Oh,
Come up. We're on it. Adventure?
well, I was going to give a little bit more detail.
Dig it.
Okay, well, just so you know, I was gonna go in and investigate, but then I heard some kind of like moaning sound and heavy footsteps in there, so I thought maybe there might be something dangerous. So she sees Jasper just start walking out, like, well, you don't have to go today. Okay.
Jasper,
So
we still need to eat.
He's gone.
Yeah, Jasper.
He's not there. He's just gone.
You want to live forever?
Jasper! Oh my God, you're so insufferable sometimes.
You walk in, you see him. He's putting on his shoes. Like,
we still have to eat food.
it's also nighttime. Well, like 5 p.m.
Jasper. Dinner, sleep, then adventure. Come on.
So what I was hoping that you all could do is just check it out. If it's someone's house, leave them be. If it's not, and let's say there's monsters in there or any goodies, clean it out. The deal I'm willing to extend in regards to the payout, right, would be, let's say, 50% of whatever you find, right? Because bear in mind, I'm sure that you might find some, maybe, I don't know what's actually in the cave, but let's say you find some artifacts or something. You don't know what to do with it. I know what to do with it, right? So I think it's fair that if I'm putting in legwork to find these locations, as well as fence off some of the stuff that you find, that I get a cut.
Shouldn't each of us get an even share?
Here. I second that.
Whoever, so since you both tried that, one of you can give me a persuasion check. Whoever has better charisma. I'm assuming it's Jasper.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and then you can do it with advantage since like Ferrera's backing you up.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an inspiration?
What's that?
Do you have inspiration?
I don't know. DM, do it.
Do you? It'd be marked on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a recap or anything, or?
I don't think so.
Nope. Right there.
Yeah, then I guess you wouldn't. All right. How well does she roll?
That's what it is.
She got a 12. All right. So then she'll say, if you want someone to push out, to sell the artifacts on your behalf, I'm going to want a little bit of a bigger cut, especially since, again, I found the location.
So she's basically offering to be our fence for the treasure
Yes.
that we find.
Yes, exactly.
So it's not that she wants half of the treasure that we find. It's that we will hand the treasure over to her, and she will give us 50% of its market value after sale.
Yes. Yep.
So the service that she's offering is not just providing the location of the potential treasure, but also liquidating it.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Anything that essentially you all don't want, right? This might include magic items that you find, and you figure, oh, no one in the party can use this. Let's have Care push this or something.
But if we find things that we do want to keep, that's not included in the 50% deal, right? We're like, it's just everything we hand off to her.
Yeah, Care will then say, okay, Yes, if you find anything that you want to keep for yourself, that's fine. But mind you, I'm the one with the contacts and the leads that are able to sell this for a good price. I am pretty certain that if you find anything of value, I could probably sell it for 3 times whatever you can.
Right. Okay. So it's just about the stuff that is going to be sold.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you find magic items like a stronger sword or wand or whatever you use, like a book, whatever, then yeah, you can keep that. That's fine. It's just a matter of the stuff that would be sold, which I'm assuming is probably going to be unless you're hoarders, probably most of what you find, if you find anything.
I like this. This sounds fair.
All right. In that case, I will be back in the morning to guide you to the shore. We'll hop on a boat. We'll go up the river, and I'll show you where it was. So I will see you all tomorrow. And then she's going to start walking out. And Skippy, pretending to be the most professional person in the world, he's like, "Oh, I'll show you out." You know.
They should just get a room. Don't you think? I just want Skippy to be happy. You better come back. I'm hungry.
I'm back.
Skippy, what's for dinner?
I can't cook.
What?
Okay,
Good.
then what are you bringing us?
What do you mean? Wait, do none of you know how to cook?
If you're the administrative, then you're in charge of making sure that we have food.
I
guess I will be go hunting.
Hunting. Wait,
hold on. What are you hunting? What are you hunting? Wait.
Whatever's available.
Okay. I
Are you going
want
to
to go.
come? You want to come?
Yeah, but I'm tired and
Oh,
yeah,
me
okay,
too,
I'll go.
but also hungry.
Don't you all also have flapjacks left over? I thought left over.
Did you get take doggy bags?
Did we? Did we? I don't have that in my notes.
I don't either.
I thought you took the extras home. I might be wrong.
We could go back and get more.
Yeah,
Do you want more meat sauce?
We can have dinner at the Green Bread. We could do that.
You guys want green bread?
Order a DoorDash.
Right?
What's a DoorDash?
You're the DoorDash.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, if you want, I can go pick up the food. I just want to know what y'all would want.
We should name him DoorDash. Okay. Should we go, or do we want to have Skippy pick up food for us?
Skippy can hunt.
Okay, Skippy.
Hunt.
Well, if we're
Pancakes,
gonna make
please.
Skippy our administrator, I think this is a good place to start. We'll test him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he can do this for us, then
we'll
we
let you
may
do the
take
bookkeeping.
him on. We'll make sure he's
else you wanna
okay
do.
with our money and
I feel like I've been pretty responsive. All right, yeah, sure. All right, he's gonna just take out a little like notepad and just like a little like quill and just kind of. All right, what do you want?
More pancakes.
Are we all?
Do they
Is
not
that
have
it? Just
pancakes right now?
well, I mean, they probably do. It's not like the ingredients disappear at night, right? It's just. Are we all just gonna get pancakes again? Is that what we're doing?
No, I want some pancakes, but I also want some chicken.
Yeah, they probably have chicken. Yeah.
Eggs.
Ooh.
Eggs? Like fried eggs?
Like baby chickens.
Whole eggs.
So just raw eggs? I'm not sure what you mean.
Yes.
Ew.
I'll take mine cooked.
So you. Sorry, hold on. I'm stuck on this. Wendy, you just want raw eggs.
Yeah, only 2.
Only 2. Sorry. Oh, okay, only 2. Do you want any? Would you like anything edible that won't make you sick?
This will not make me sick.
Of course.
For some reason, I believe him.
I somehow believe him too. All right, Amber, you said you wanted chicken. Did you say you wanted eggs, or did I get mixed up?
Skippy, you are not giving us a lot of confidence here, friend.
He's
Indigo,
doing okay. He's doing okay. I confused him. I'm gonna skip the eggs. You did hear me. I did say eggs, but I'm gonna skip it.
So you just want some chicken? Do you want like a thigh, or do you want like the leg, or
whatever the biggest one is? That the boob? Yeah, that one. And then
some people would say breast, but yeah, that's fine.
and then
I'm allergic to serpent spice. Make sure they don't put any of that in there.
All right, so just the chicken, or do you want something else?
pancakes too.
Okay, and pancakes.
I gotta have sweet and savory.
So you want the fruit sauce too?
Of course.
Of course, yeah. All right, Ferrero, what do you want?
I could just eat what I have.
What do you have?
It's leftover the bread and stuff from before.
Okay. Okay, so just good. Okay, that's fine. All right, Jasper.
We'll have the same thing as Ferrero.
Well, he's literally ordering nothing.
He's
so you're just gonna eat bread.
You're gonna have her Ferrero's food. You're gonna steal his food.
That's right. Taking his food.
All right, Indigo.
I would like some bread.
Of course.
But like a nice loaf of like with a hard crust on the outside. I'd like it to be fresh and still warm, and then I'd like cheese with it.
Cheese. Okay. All right. I could try to ask them if they can get cheese in that. Well, like cheese on the side or like in the bread?
On the side is fine. I'll cut it up and put it on there.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's fine.
But it has to be a different cheese than what we already have.
Bread and cheese. Do pickles exist in this realm?
Do what exist? Sorry?
Pickles?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I'd like pickles too.
Oh, can you get a double order of pickles? Pickles sound really good.
2 orders of pickles, please.
3 orders of
3 orders of pickles.
The Warlock Pickle Tribe.
Honestly, they stay good for so long. It's really ideal.
God, I wish I could tell you why I'm laughing so much.
Oh no!
Are we gonna get some mysterious danger pickles?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, so just bread with cheese and pickles.
Like my mom always used to say, if you're in trouble, you eat a pickle.
All right, well, I'll go get that. I'll be back. Excuse me. And you hear the door close in the front as he walks out. And and for the next probably like for like the time that it would take for him to walk, go there, wait for the food, and come back, you guys probably got like an hour or something. What would this adventure party do with the hour? I guess someone already made up their mind.
Sit around the table and stare at each other.
Start our rest.
You and Ferrero just having a fun staring contest.
So, an important thing about rests, by the way, like long rests, is that you don't explicitly have to sleep during a long rest, right? A long rest could just be you're hanging out, taking a bath also counts as, part of the long rest, right? Sit on the couch, sitting around a table just talking. It's essentially you're not doing anything extraneous for 8 hours. And I require 8 hours of sleep a day just because biological needs. So yeah, your long rest in theory would start now. Because you're just hanging out. doing whatever.
I'm trying to look through my notes. What's the dealio with warlocks and rests? We don't need a long rest.
You can do a short rest to recover stuff, but there's still things that you can only get from a long rest, like restoring all your hit points. So you do eventually need that.
Okay, thank you. I was trying to dig through all my notes. I'm like, where is it?
Sure. So the big things to note is that during a short rest, you can spend hit dice to recover hit points, right? During a short rest. The long rest will recover all of your hit points and half of your hit dice.
Got it.
So that's like the thing to keep in mind. So like for warlocks and this party in general benefits from short rests very well, right? With the exception of Windy because he's a cleric, right? Because warlocks get all their spell slots back with a short rest. Fighters get everything back with a short rest with their action surge and their second wind. So Windy's the one who needs to be careful with spell slots because he doesn't get it back with a short rest. But also when he just gets more spell slots than all of you. So yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot more to keep track of, but it's all there. Okay. So I guess I shouldn't reset my slots until you verify for us that the long rest has
the long rest has concluded. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Because if we're interrupted, then you don't get the benefits.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
I personally allow like if you're interrupted but then you resume. I think it's probably fun. Hey, Ferrer, what are you doing in there?
Meditating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. For a second, I thought you just like laid down on the ground. All right, excellent.
My art is before its time.
All right, Wendy, what are you doing on the table? I can start asking people what they're doing.
Just being a weirdo.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I was seeing how close I could get to the ceiling.
Okay. The ceiling's not that high. If you climb on the table and reached up, you can probably touch the ceiling. Yeah.
Amber swimming laps.
I'm trying to make waves. I'm like playing in the bath. I'm like going underwater and holding my breath for as long as I can and stuff.
He's gonna slosh it all out of the tub and give us some water damage on the foundation.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna wake up one morning and it's just gonna be a sinkhole where the water closet used to be.
Hold on, I got this.
This is what the bath mat is for. Eventually.
There.
I mean, the bath mat is great for when you're stepping out of the bath and like drying, but it's not good for when you're just splashing water over the side of it.
It helps. It's better than nothing.
We'll just have a siphon tube that runs the water from the floor all the way out this window.
Okay, I'll add that too.
Shape water.
That is something you can technically do, actually. Like use shape water, just like freeze it and just throw it out the window.
I don't know if that's a cleric spell though. That was a.
I think that's
water bending as a sorcerer. That was fun.
Little drain.
So from your bath and your naps and etc., eventually, over time, the front door opens. He walks in. Hey, where'd everyone go? Hello? I got
We're
food.
coming.
No. Food.
Oh my god, I'm not going to get used to that.
Did you come through the window? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, there it is. He's gonna start he's gonna open a bag and just start taking out these just paper bag containers. they're not super clean, right? So like you open the paper bag and it's just the food is in there without like a plate or anything.
Yeah, great.
And yeah, and then he's gonna take out, like an order of chicken and some pancakes with the sauce, and takes out the bread, and takes out some pickles, right? And then takes out another small bag of just eggs and just holds it up to Wendy. He's like, they included a third one for free because they got confused just like me.
Good job. I take
So-
one and I just put the whole thing in my mouth.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
It takes me a
great.
minute to work on it, but I'm eating it one at a time.
Yep. All right. Also, Ruin, being the absolute gem that he is, he also threw in some extra bread because now he says we're a good customer because we actually pay. And he's using like air quotes and stuff while he's doing this.
What do you
I
do?
can feel his
I
air
mean,
quotes.
Okay.
Skippy, you did a great job. This is great.
Yeah, Skippy, thank you. Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Skippy.
Did you get something for yourself?
Oh yeah, I just got some beef. And he just
Beef.
literally just takes out like a slab of meat.
Can I have a slice of it? I'll trade you some chicken.
Yeah, all right. And then he'll
Yeah.
I thought
walk
I was
over
gonna have to
here.
roll like a persuasion roll or something. I was like, huh?
He wouldn't be that resistant to it. He'll grab one of these knives over here, come back, just slice off a piece of the beef, and then pass it over to you.
Just gonna grab like a handful of chicken and hand it over. Here you go.
Yep, and then he'll take the piece, and everybody eats. And Wendy's just standing over here eating eggs while standing.
Yeah. All right, I'll move up here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like he's like, hey, listen, you can stand if you want to. It's just I don't know, actually.
This is my process, and I'm just gonna pace like this while working on the egg.
Oh, okay, yeah. All
Are
right.
you eating it? Are you just like sucking on it?
It's having it in my
Sucking
mouth,
it.
and I'm like trying to. Yeah, I'm just. I don't know. Whatever the process is for a snake
You
person to
poke
swallow
a
it.
hole and then suck
You know?
it and suck it out.
I really like that you use the words working on it. Like you're working on it. That's super delicious sounding.
I like to imagine that he just swallows the egg whole, and we just like a huge
Yeah.
bowls just like go down his throat, and it's like,
Yeah.
my God.
That's what
all
I'm
just,
I'm
like-
imagining too. But it's just like
Yeah.
a slow process.
We've all just stopped eating to watch.
Yeah, our mouths are like hanging open. Just like, what?
Well, I think I'll save mine for later.
That's so cool. But it looks painful.
It is delicious.
You say so.
Wendy, are you okay, my friend? Are you good?
I can't talk while it's in my
Oh,
throat.
okay,
So
that's
I just
fair.
give a thumbs up.
Okay. We're worried about you, friend. We'll keep an eye on you. Don't go anywhere.
We'll pray
Eyes
for
are
you.
watering a little bit.
If you need help, I know the Heimlich maneuver. All right.
Well,
He's just
don't leave.
laughing. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I chuckle a little, and then go back up a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm taking my food to my room. Goodbye.
Gotta go.
Bye.
Huh?
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye?
Goodbye.
Amanda's.
What?
We're going to Amanda's.
Oh, okay. Well, tell her in Preston I said hi.
Mhm.
Bye.
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 My friends say bye too.
Have a good time.
Be safe. Drink water.
Text us when you get there.
And when you get home.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna know when they get home.
that's fair. That's fair.
All right, touche.
Boom. All right. So over time, you're all just watching Wendy slowly handled the egg.
Suck on his egg.
Yup. And eventually you all finish your food and you get ready to turn in for the night. As now it's getting late. Your long rest does not go interrupted, so it'll effectively finish in the middle of the night, but you all finish your long rest.
Okay.
Unless you all want to do anything before going to bed.
I think I want to sit up and sit by the fire for a little while,
Okay.
but I don't want to sit and watch it.
Yeah.
But just
You
quietly,
take-
like I don't, I'm not ready for bed yet.
Yeah, you just take one of the chairs and just swing it around and just pop a squat. Bye. Sorry.
Don't forget a jacket,
It's so hot
Don't go
outside.
before you cross the
an
street.
umbrella, sunscreen,
God, it
and
literally
sunglasses.
snowed here 2 days ago. I'm over it.
Canada.
I know. The worst. We blink and our summer's over, so I try not to complain about the heat when it's here.
That's fair.
This chicken is so good. Wendy, do you want some?
Chicken is good. Yes, I will try.
Yes.
Yeah.
She just wants to see him eat chicken.
Yeah. Chicken.
What kind of piece are you giving me?
I mean, I got some breast meat, so it's just whatever is left on the bone, I guess.
Okay. I'll just bite right into the bone.
You, you're not supposed to eat
oh.
the really hard part, just the fleshy part. You know what? It's okay if you like the bone part. You can have that.
It's all crunchy with no good stuff in the middle. I'll just have the meat then, I guess.
Okay, yeah. If you want the crunchy stuff, you can. Yeah, you know what? Just you do you.
You could choose
I'm
you.
gonna eat my pancakes. What are these pickles like?
Wow. I never thought I had to describe pickles. Yeah, there's
Are they cucumbers? Are they carrots? Are they?
they're pickled. Yeah, they're pickled cucumbers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was gonna be like pickled.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess I forget that pickles could be a variety of things, but yeah, they're just pickled cucumbers. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Nothing
it's peppers or.
Yeah, nothing particularly special about them. They sat in vinegar for a long time.
Pickles are always special.
Are they plastics?
True.
Pickle, every hurry.
That's the best
Wendy, have
crunch
you
I
had
ever
a
heard.
pickle before?
Oh, what is this?
It is a vegetable that is soaked in vinegar for a long time until it becomes a new thing, and now it is called a pickle.
I'll try.
Is it like super vinegary, like the pulls in your cheek muscles?
It's pretty vinegary, I would say. Yeah.
They're best.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm just gonna I sniff it and I'm just licking the vinegar off the outside of the pickle.
You're supposed to eat the whole thing.
Okay. I just stick the whole thing in my mouth like I did with the egg.
It's fine.
Just start gumming.
Swallow the whole thing, like what?
Yeah.
Like, you don't really understand the concept of. No, you do, because you chew on the crunchy bits of the bones. Never mind. You're very interesting.
Very different food culture.
Yeah.
We don't come from the same place.
I want to point out that when Isaac was making his character, we never at all talked about the culture where he's from. So I'm just letting him define a culture of a whole fucking country for me on the spot.
I'm combining, that's fine. I'm combining it with the fact that there's as the DM, you can pick and choose some of the eccentricities that I'm
Oh yeah, for
expressing are a
sure.
combination of the country's culture and the cult that I came from, which is going to be
I'm embracing all of it.
okay. Like, I'll let you decide which one is which, but I'm just
This
being a
is gonna
weirdo.
be some weird ass fucking country, dude, where y'all all gonna visit it. You're gonna look around and be like, I'm finally among my people. And then everyone else is just gonna be disturbed.
You're like, Wendy, this is your hometown? Everything's okay. Now, no, this makes a lot of sense. This explains everything.
Now we know.
All right. Anything else?
Bedtime.
Yeah.
Good
Bedtime.
night, Wendy. Oh, okay, bye.
No, I'll forget that if you draw the path without letting go of the mouse, when you let go, it just makes the
Cuts you
character
through
move
the-
in a straight line.
Yep. Exactly.
So you have to dot
Mhm.
around the map if you want to show movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ferrari's doing his meditation. People's gonna be sleeping. Indigo, you're gonna continue hanging out by the fire until you get tired?
Just gonna wait for everyone to go to bed, and then I'm gonna check the doors, make sure we're safe,
Mm-hmm.
locked in.
Yeah. Yep. Everything's locked up.
Okay.
Lock looks sturdy.
Okay. Then I'll go to bed as well. If everyone else is calling it a night, I will too. I'm gonna double check my
Alright.
window, make sure it's closed okay.
It is. Yep.
Then I'm good.
And as you check your window, you realize the view sucks. It's just brick.
Figured it would be. But that's okay.
All right.
There's a little bit of fresh air.
Yeah, that's all it's good for. There's almost no natural light coming through here. All right. And Skippy goes to bed too. I forgot. I had him in his chair. All right. After everyone goes to bed, you finish up your night uninterrupted. So you finish your long rest. So you get all your spell slots, all your resources back. No one's used any short rest, so you should already be at max hit dice. Your health goes back to full. And who would wake up first? Probably Ferrero, because he needs half the sleep as everyone else.
Yeah.
And then Jasper, because he went to bed right away.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So Ferrero wakes up, and then Jasper wakes up, and then everyone eventually starts to make their way out of their rooms, passing each other in the hallway. Maybe not bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, right? Passing their typical morning pleasantries at each other.
Amber, are you up? Go away.
Where is it? Hold on. That's how I imagine you find her.
It's perfect.
Uh-huh.
I'll let you sleep if you're not up. I just came by to see.
Kevin, I like to imagine that Ferrero has just been whacking the train and dummy since he woke up, or
Yes.
woke up. All right.
Basically.
We wake up to the clanging armor echoing down the hall.
Yep, the sound of ringing steel and slashing.
Oh, Skippy's gonna love this, having a neighbor like that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you know what? Skippy wakes up second, actually. Just be like, oh, God. What? Do you have to do this? This early?
Perfect. You can join me if you'd like.
No. And then he closes the door and just walks away.
Skippy's gonna Skippy's first luxury expense is gonna be soundproofing his room.
And you know what? He would finish his night's rest on the couch out here.
Oh.
Or have a custom order magic item that is a lamp that will generate light when on, and when off generates a silence in a radius around his room.
Aw.
That's cool, actually.
That's a cool idea for a magic item.
That's actually a really cool idea for like a common magic item. Yeah, I actually like that a lot.
I personally would like one of those.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
I guess like the only issue would be like the balance part of it. Well, I mean, you can make the radius really small because
Yeah,
if
like
you made
10
it like
feet,
the
like 10
yeah,
feet,
like,
then you just keep it next to the bed, right?
yeah. Because if it was like the size of normal silence, then that'd be a little bit too much. Yeah,
it'd be the same as like if you just had silence on permanency on something that you carried around.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I do like that. I think that's cute. I might just make that.
I mean, it would still be like at least 1,000 gold for something like that because of the complexity of the enchantment. But
yeah.
it's like a non-combat interesting magic item kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it might not be 1,000. It might actually be cheaper. Like a lot of like common magic items like that are mostly just
Like
novelty.
utilitarian.
They have a tendency to be like somewhat cheap, right? Because it's
okay.
not like a +3 sword or something, right? It's
Right.
mostly just something that's kind of like, yeah, this is just like a quirky thing for your characters or something.
I guess that's true. I mean, 5th edition has a much different economy for how much things cost.
Yeah.
I don't have a good sense for that.
Mm-hmm. All right, and eventually everyone starts to reconvene, unless Amber's still sleeping. I'm just gonna assume she is. Sue's gonna kind of walk up to the table and be like, "All right, Care should be here any minute. I'm not entirely sure because we didn't actually agree on when she'd be here. She just said in the morning." But yeah, this will be a fun adventure, huh? Huh? You guys get to go on a dungeon. I'll stay here. I'll hold down the fort.
So, how many keys do we have for the front door?
Ooh, yeah, probably 3 keys. Yeah.
Like, I hope it's more than one, because if Skippy leaves on when we come back, then we'd still need to be able to get in. You know,
absolutely. Yeah. So you probably have like 3 keys or something, and you can easily get more made if you just find a blacksmith, right?
Right.
So yeah, like Skippy will just say, "So I'll hold on to this one. We might want to keep just one in the house just as a spare, right? And then y'all can take the other one. I don't know who wants to take it. Ideally, I think we might want to make copies so all of us has a key. But yeah,
we need a vault.
Well,
maybe while we're gone, Skippy, can you get copies made for us?
Yeah, I could do that. I can get some copies made. Yeah, it should be pretty cheap.
Well,
yeah, so that's something I can easily handle.
We trust you to do that for us.
Of course, you trust me. I am your manager now.
Well, okay.
Okay, what? Am I not?
Manager seems like a bit of a strong vibe for what we have here, but
well, I mean, I if I'm going to manage things, right? Like,
Skippy can be our agent.
That's fair.
Agent, I like that. Agent works. I like agent. Yeah, that works.
You don't want to be on the front lines with us, Skippy?
Absolutely not. Nope. Listen, all right? Sometimes part of being good at management is delegation, all right?
That's true.
Leave the fighting to people who are good at the fighting. Leave the math and organization to people who are good at that. That's me.
I don't know what math is. It sounds made up.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's delegated to me. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Okay, Skippy, we trust you. Do a good job while we're gone. See if you can drum up any more business for us, too.
And more money, because we need more money.
I can work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after some time, after everyone is reconvened, right? You eventually hear a knock at the front door.
Goons.
Oh,
I go.
okay. I mean, I can get that. Okay. Who wants to get? I'll go.
Too slow, Skippy.
All right.
Jasper, can I have some cheese, please?
Hello?
Hello. Is everyone ready to go, or?
I want some cheese.
I think so.
Okay. All right. I'll wait
it's
here.
Time to go.
Okay, I'm gonna stuff some cheese and some green bread into my pouch.
Same.
Yes. It's field trip time.
Come on.
It's job time.
Field trip.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So sleepy.
If you need extra sleep, I guess you can catch up on the boat. It'll be a couple of hours.
I don't know how I feel about boats.
Oh, hold on.
Aren't we missing someone?
Somebody is not paying attention.
All right, there we are. All right, I guess we're good to go. And as you all leave, Skippy will poke his head out and just be like, "All right, good luck. I hope you come back alive. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's an easy problem." Because well, I mean, in theory, if you don't come back alive, it's probably not that big of a problem for me because, well, then I guess I'd have this place to myself. That sounds mean. Good luck. And then just gonna close the door.
Hey, Alan, I have a question about how my spell slots work.
Shoot.
So my domain gives me access to certain spells. For example, third level, I have Gentle Repose and Ray of Enfeeblement. Is that just access to those spells in addition to the others?
Nope.
I have two. Wait, yeah, I have 2 second level spell slots. That then I chose Spiritual Weapon and Silence for those 2. And then I can cast either each of those once or one of those twice.
Yeah.
How does Gentle Repose and Ray of Enfeeblement fit into that formula?
Remind me which domain you are.
Grave.
So the spells that you get from your order, it is just considered that you always have those spells prepared at all times, and it does not count against the number of spells you have prepared, right?
Okay,
so
but casting them still deducts from the number of spells at that level that I can cast.
Yes, casting them still uses a spell slot as other spells do.
Okay, so they count as always prepared.
Yes.
Got it.
And it does not count against the total number of spells that you can have prepared.
Right. Okay, I'm just trying to because my character sheet just has a little dot where I can specify whether or not it is prepared. And so I'm trying to distinguish between them. But I think I got it. I just need to know that I always have those as my thing, and then I can pick 2 additional. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Next. All right. So, after Skippy closes the door, you all kind of look around each other. You look at Care, and she'll go, "Oh, come along," and she'll start leading the way. And essentially, what's gonna happen for the path, just so all of you are kind of aware where she's taking you. Remember that the red dot is like your base, right? Like
Cute.
all the way down here. Yep. So she'll essentially be taking you kind of like through this road here to the docks, right? So kind of a like a straight shot. You pick a direction, and then once you arrive at the dock, well, yeah, it is a straight shot. It's a perfectly straight line. Cool.
Are we walking past the cult house?
Well, I mean, important to note, it is just a house that the cult members happened to be in.
Right. But Amber doesn't know that.
It's
yeah.
literally
it's like
right
one of their
outside the entrance to the alley that we come out of, so we're not going to
Like
not
right
walk
here.
past it.
Yeah, like you walk past it, you don't see anyone
I'm
like
gonna, like,
in or
not
out.
disguise myself, but I'm gonna like have my shawl over my head and stuff to like
Okay.
not disguise, but like protect or kind of disguise myself, I guess. Half
Sure.
disguise.
Yeah.
Remember, we should come back in dark and throw rocks.
Maybe. I'll think on it.
So it's not too long of a walk because, as you can kind of see on the road here, it is kind of a straight shot to the dock. But once you get to the dock, you kind of walk up the coast just a little bit until you kind of get to a boat that Carol will kind of gesture to and kind of go, "All right, this is our boat. This is what's going to take us a little bit further up the river. Everyone, hop in." It's like a decent. It's not a luxury boat for sure, right? It's got room for everyone to sit, but it's not super comfortable. People have to help with the rowing. So who's going to help with the rowing?
Not me.
So it's just Care.
So
Got it.
I'll help.
Sure can help.
I knew somebody had mage hand. That would be pretty badass right now.
Oh, that would be.
5 pounds of force is not going to move a boat, but it's still fun to see it try.
It's like I have it. I could try. It'd be like, I don't know what's stronger, my mage hand or my hands.
Probably your hands.
I don't know.
Mage hand can barely like lift a gallon of milk.
My strength is -1.
You're still stronger. A mage hand has effectively like a strength of 6 or something. Probably even less than that.
All right. So after you row in the boat for a little while, it's a pretty calm trip because the Great River itself is like a still river. It doesn't really have a current, so you're just kind of going along. You pass some other boats along the way because you're kind of going for probably 2-3 hours or so of just rowing, where you're kind of looking at the sights. It's a lot of mountains up and down the river. If your character's never been a seasoned traveler on the river, it's almost like the mountains themselves are kind of like walls that jet out with very little room to like kind of park your boat and be able to actually make progress traveling anywhere.
So we're going north on this river.
Yes, you are going north on this river. Yep. And then after enough time passes, she'll kind of point to an area off on the side and go up right over there, and then you kind of adjust your rowing a little bit, and eventually all of you arrive here. Thank you to this Dungeoneer guy for making the map, because I like it.
Dungeoneer.
Yeah, that guy. Or Dungeonet? I don't know. Either way, I didn't make the map, so props to this guy. The boat here is bigger than it looks, right? But this is the boat that you all came in on. And then she's after everyone kind of gets off, she's going to gesture to that opening and kind of go. So that's it right there. Like I said, I heard some moaning and thumping in there. I'm not going to go in there. To put it bluntly, I'm going to stay out here. If I don't see you again in 3 to 4 hours, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Or if you check in, if you just come back and you say, "Hey, we're still working on it. Stay out here," then I'll stay out here longer. But if I don't hear from you for several hours, I'm gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Sundown or sunrise or.
I'd prefer to, not have it be dark when we're on the river, but
Right, but
it's
like if
still
we're
it's
still
it's
in
still
there.
morning.
Yeah. How many
but if
hours?
it
Like,
takes
what
us
time of
all
day is it right
day,
now?
It's morning.
It's still like right before noon. We're talking. It's like 11
Okay.
a.m. currently.
Okay.
So you have quite a bit of time before
Probably
night
have
falls.
like 6 hours before. We
Yeah,
need to
you got
leave in order to get home before dark.
Yeah, you got a lot of time. You got a lot of time.
It's like 6,000 combat rounds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it.
So why don't we let some of the map reveal? And...
Yeah.
I attack the darkness. That's what you just did.
No, I just wanted to throw a rock to like expand this. Be like, what's in? But I don't know what's here. I'm not going in there. Okay, maybe now I will. Ooh.
You guys know the attack the darkness meme, right?
I don't.
No, you're really, really old. Oh wait,
like
I'm old too.
It's like the first D&D meme that there was.
I attack the darkness.
Yeah.
Are there girls there?
Oh man. Okay.
Remember the positions of your tokens, just in case you forget from the Red Castle and other similar situations. The position of your token, whenever combat starts, that's where it's going to be.
Sweet.
What do you mean when combat starts?
What do you mean when combat starts? That's a good point. You're right.
What is going on?
There's nothing weird about this cave, all right? There's just skeletons.
Okay, so our mission is to just recover whatever treasure is in here and clear it out of danger. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
If there's anything dangerous and like the hold on, I gotta set the controls for this. All right, you should be able to control them now. All right, so the general mission description that you got from her is figure out what's going on in the cave, right? If you're effectively allowed to just take everything, right? If you're not allowed to take everything, like you find out people live here and they live here legally or whatever, and they're nice people, then just leave.
Squatters.
Yeah, if they're just like a bunch of squatters, then that's how it be. Yeah.
Okay. Skeleton squatters.
All we see is skeletons.
And this pile of crates up here.
Yeah. I'll go look at the crates. I'm not gonna poke around yet, but let's see. Can I see anything?
Give me an investigation check. Give me an investigation check. Yep.
Just doing like a visual assessment. Woo!
These are boxes. You don't even think you can open them.
Yeah, all right. All right, nothing here. Is there a path across the river?
Yeah, you can just like it's a very shallow river. This is just running water. Yeah.
Okay. Unless you're a vampire.
Y'all gonna hang out back there? What's going on?
I don't want to monopolize the investigation here. You guys can do things too.
Yeah.
I'm scared of traps.
How old do these bones seem?
Give me a medicine check.
I will help you. Welcome.
So happy.
Bones!
Clearly.
Wow,
Roll.
crazy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Bones!
Are these can I do an investigation? Are these old crates, new crates?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation, yeah.
Thank you. This one? Yeah.
Oh my.
Wonderful.
These are useless. Obviously, we should burn these crates.
Did you see the empty boxes over there? They're just stacking boxes.
Oh,
Yeah, you
Are
don't
they-
you don't see a way to open them. In fact, actually, it's just they're probably just solid wood. Yeah.
this
Cool.
is good firewood. We will
Oh.
light a bonfire. We will light a bonfire to let Kara know when we are done here.
That's a great idea.
Oh God, no! Oh no!
Oh, what'd you find?
Some bones.
Cool.
There's something very interesting about these bones. I don't know what it is, but
Oh my god.
Nope.
We're not
Those
having a good day
naturally
today, guys.
reoccurring rocks.
Bones.
Yeah, they have very
Like,
interesting bones. I wonder what kind they are.
Frog.
They are not delicious. I can tell you that.
They're not the crunchy kind?
Have already been crunched.
Oh.
Pre-crunched.
Is there
Everybody
any-
freeze, please. Everybody freeze where you are. I need everyone to freeze where they are.
Okay.
And now I need everyone to roll initiative.
No,
Yes.
what?
What'd you guys do?
You wandered off.
Oh my god.
What did you guys do?
Even are you guys? You're not. I don't even see you. Oh, you're way up there. Oh dear.
Oh, stars.
I'm
None of
actually.
None of you dare look at the initiative tracker.
Too late.
Oh.
Oh, the golem is still here. Oh, I didn't reset it from last time, I don't think.
That never happens to me.
Yeah, the book
No.
elemental's still there.
Is it? I don't see it there.
Yeah, alright, hold on. I'm gonna remove all turns. I need everyone to roll again, please.
Roll again.
Again?
Yeah, just roll again.
That's probably good for us at this point.
Oh, what the? Sorry. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Sorry, please roll again. Ah!
One more
Just keep
time.
rolling for initiative.
Tell us
Got it.
when. Okay.
All right, all right. There we go. We see it. We see
Aw.
it. There we go. No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
All right. Oh, well, I got
I
a
need-
much better roll this time.
Anyone from Indigo? Yep, very good. These two need to be added to the initiative tracker. Technically, you need to be added to the initiative tracker, kind of. All right. So, yeah,
Sorry.
that's my favorite.
Gonna fight
no,
some red lumpies.
Red lumpies.
Red bumpies.
All right, your initiative is awful. You're at 4. You're at 6. You got a 14. You're all right.
I like
you
renaming
got
D&D monsters in the style of like a Final Fantasy monster list. D&D takes itself very seriously, and Final Fantasy does not.
All right. So, appropriate that Wendy goes first. This is very good. All right. So, let me
I
reveal
am
some
the
of
Wendigo.
the area here for you.
I don't know what to do anymore. Oh gosh.
Oh, wow, they really are red lumpies.
Yeah, they're red lump. I might as well just reveal this. All right. So, these red lumpies are they kind of look like just piles of red meat that just have like eyes and mouths on it.
Oh,
Gross.
Nice.
this could be dangerous.
when are you gonna get hungry?
This looks delicious.
It's exactly
Extra
what you
eyes.
Walking dinner.
We'll come back here for hunting later.
And this one down here does look somewhat humanoid in shape. But it does look like a bunch of body parts like kind of stitched together.
Okay. So that is
if any of you have
an
experience
creation.
Yeah, if any of you have experience with monsters in the monster manual, chill. It's not what you think it is.
Yeah, if it's a flesh golem at this level, we're in trouble.
yeah, exactly. Right? I'm not going to throw like a normal flesh golem at you. All right.
We have an excellent party. I think we're ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just for like a casual CR5. Yeah, go for it.
I think that sounds very reasonable.
CR5 could be. We could pull it off if that was the only fight we had all
Maybe.
day and we were ready for it.
Right. Yeah.
If we saw it coming 3 turns ahead of time.
Yeah. No, but this is that. You're fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
Walk it off.
All right. Well, I think what I want to do is alert the rest of the party that there's critters up here.
Yep.
And then take a defensive position of some kind, which might just be a delay action.
What?
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to holler to the rest of the group. And I was like, hey, friendos, we got some critters up here. And then I'm going to delay.
Does he mean like rats or? Wait, I can't move. Sorry.
Yeah, wait until your turn.
Sorry.
I think. Oh, you know what? So indecisive. I will cast Sanctuary.
Yep, on yourself.
On myself.
Okay.
But I'm going to stay here, so nothing can get past me to anybody else until we're all ready for the fight.
Okay.
Unless they take the water route, which maybe they can. I don't know.
I should probably change the size of these because these are tiny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hold on. Let me appropriately change. Yeah, they are very small.
Okay.
Like rat sized?
Yeah, they're like effectively like giant rats is what they are
Cool.
in terms of size.
Red nubbins.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as a consequence, because they're tiny creatures, just so everyone knows, you can occupy the same space as tiny creatures.
Oh. Okay.
No, thank you.
Stomp on them.
I'm just letting you know you can. That's an option.
Good.
All right, is that your turn?
That is. I'm not going to take a movement portion for my turn at this point.
All right, cool. Indigo. You just heard Wendy say, "We got critters."
Okay. So I would then be like beholden to like 30 feet of movement to get
You
in
can also
there.
take a double move if you're not.
If I wanted to
Your
dash.
action can also be a move, just so you can get into position.
Because yeah, I can't really 30 feet isn't gonna get me very far. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50. I think that's gonna put me right here. And then I'm good.
Okay. All right then. The first up is going to be this tiny little red creature. That's gonna.
After you move, can she ready an action, or did you use your action to move also?
I think
she moved that far. It would be a dash. So yeah, she moved.
I moved 60 feet instead of
just checking.
30. Yeah.
All right, so it's this one's turn. It's gonna roll up to you. It's tiny, so it can kind of go against this wall, and it's gonna attempt to attack you, but it has to make a Wisdom saving throw first of a 12. Fortunately, this thing's not wise. Yup. All right, its attack fails, and that's its turn. Amber.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do the same thing as Indigo and just dash to get over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count.
It was a lot. A lot
Yeah.
of squares to count
Here.
in my little brain.
All right. And you're just
Go
going to
ahead.
hold there?
Yep, that's my turn.
Excellent. Jasper, what would you like to do?
That is a good question.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pull out my light crossbow.
Okay.
And we'll attack this guy. Can I see him?
As a yeah, you can see as a warlock. You're gonna use a crossbow.
Yeah, crossbow.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make the attack.
Yeah, I suppose I could use Eldritch Blast. I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
That's kind of why you have it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want
Don't
to.
worry, I was forced upon me by my liege, actually, by my patron. He said, "You have to have this." And I was like, "All right."
At least you know who your patron is.
Eldritch Blast.
What's a patron?
All right. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh my god.
Hey.
So after this thing walked up to Wendy, what looks like it was about to bite him, but then it just stops. You throw a little Eldritch Blast at it, and it just becomes just a red mist. It just becomes paste on the
Sorry.
ground.
Sorry, Wendy, I didn't mean to get that on you. My bad. I'll pay for your dry cleaning. That's my turn.
All right, Ferrero.
Okay, I'm just gonna be moving.
Are you using your dash action to move, or are you just gonna move straight?
So that was my regular movement, and then I'll just leave it at that for now.
Okay,
Already in
sure.
action?
Yeah, I'll ready an attack if anything comes around my range.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. What is Char doing?
That's a good question. He's going to just trying to remember how to use my creature again. Or my character, I guess.
You can do a sting attack.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's like a bonus action too. Because normally you can't attack by himself. I think I have to use a bonus action to make him move. Like to
So
make him
make a
attack.
command.
Yeah.
We'll say that it has to be a bonus action to command him to attack, and we'll clarify that later. So I'll make a note for myself to
I'm
look
pretty
into
sure
that
that's
later.
the case.
Yeah.
He should be a bit smaller too, Alan. I think he's considered a tiny creature.
Yeah. Okay.
Just for the logistics, you know.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, tiny creatures are the size of cats, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
He's adorable.
Yeah, come over. Oh my god, he's occupying the same space. I guess you can do that, but I don't.
Yeah. He can attack.
These other things are the same size as Char, or are they smaller than he is?
They're about the same size. Yeah. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah. It stings. It stabs right through it, and just becomes a paste on the ground.
Nice.
All right. And next up is you. Yeah, it would do that. All right. Ferrer, what's your passive perception?
13.
That's fine. All right. Out of the corner of your eye, you see another one of these little red flesh mounds roll around this corner. And it's gonna use its dash action to get to here because it can't really go any further.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So far.
Yep. And then this golem, this 100% has the movement, I think. Yeah, even then. Yeah, okay, now we're good. All right. It's going to try to walk up to you. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw to see if it can attack you. It can. And now it's going to actually attack you. It walks up to you. It seems like its will is somehow strong enough to attack you, and then it just hits the floor. And it's a wide swing. We're talking he smacks over here on the ground.
He hits his knuckles on the wall. He's just like, "Oh!"
Exactly. Yep. And that will be its turn. Oh, did I remove the wrong thing? Oh, I did. Hold on a second. Whoops. Add turn. This was at this was at like a 6. Order descending. There we go. You're the one that's dead. Cool. All right. On the next red mound's turn, Indigo, you see a little one just like roll around this corner and is gonna try to bite at your ankles.
Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
And that is actually a crit.
Oh shit!
Alan,
Fortunately,
over this.
Oh no, 4 damage.
Yeah, fortunately, these don't hit hard. You take 4. You take 4 piercing damage.
I
Alan,
just
we've
did.
been over this.
Oh. Not necessary.
You take 4 piercing damage, and because it bit at your ankles, your movement speed is reduced by half until the end of your next turn.
Well, ankle biters. Jeez.
All right, Wendy.
Well, Sanctuary doesn't seem as necessary, but I think it bought us the time it was intended for. So let's see. How do I tell if a spell is... Oh, yeah, okay. So if it has a DC, then it's just a DC and I don't have to roll to hit. But if it has a plus, then that means I have to roll to hit for a spell. So... yeah, I'll do poison spray this guy.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh god, okay. You got a DC 12 save to make, or take 1 damage.
Dun dun dun.
A DC 12, you said?
Yeah.
And you said it's poison damage?
It's poison damage against a Constitution save, yes.
All right. Well, it fails the con save, but it seems unaffected by poison.
I thought that might happen. All right. And he is blocking the passageway, so I can't like get through there.
You can, but it would just cost more movement. To move through an enemy space takes double your
like
movement.
this. Okay.
Yeah, so that would take 15 feet of movement to
That's fine. That's all. I don't want to move outside of his combat zone, but I will do that so that if anybody else gets up in here, then we'll have flanking.
Okay. All right, now is that your turn?
I'm done. Yes.
All right, Indigo. You just got your ankles bit by this annoying little red meat thing on the ground.
Oh, I think I'll turn to him and try Eldritch Blast.
Bear in mind, Eldritch Blast is a ranged spell, and it is currently in melee range, so you would do so with disadvantage.
Too close.
Take it.
I really want to like boot it.
That's an unarmed attack. It's definitely
you certainly can. Yeah, you certainly can if you want.
What do I do to do that?
That would be a D20 plus 2 plus your strength modifier.
Should be in your textbook. By default, should be. Yeah. Should be there.
I don't think so.
Unarmed.
No, I haven't added.
No, there. Just go to D&D.
I don't. I only use this
Whatever.
one. Okay.
And do.
Okay. Well, I will roll
Just
a
roll a d20 plus 3. Yeah.
d20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Both points.
That's a Charlie Brown kick right there.
Yeah.
Football.
So
Bit my ankle and my foot is sore.
remember how I said it's a plus 3, so you got a 5?
Technically got a 5. Okay.
Yep. You,
Right.
even though your kick lacked good form, you still squish this thing into the dirt and also turn it into paste. With the 1 damage that you deal with unarmed strikes.
Amazing.
You now realize these blobs are not meant to be threatening, but just annoying.
Okay.
It has a -5 armor class.
It has a 5.
Hmm.
Wow. So they're easier to hit than a stationary object.
That's perfect.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I didn't think about. They're easy to hit. All right, that's all there is to it. They're just easy to hit. They're easy to kill. That's the whole point of them.
Because a ball that's sitting on the ground would have an AC 10.
Zombies get away with it. Zombies have like low, like don't they have like an 8 or something like that?
Hmm?
Don't zombies have like a super low AC?
Zombies also have a very low AC. Yeah, they have like a 7 or 8. Yeah.
That's 8. Yeah.
Because also AC is not just like your ability to dodge; it's also like how tough you are, like physically. So like with armor and stuff.
Yeah.
And these things are not tough. They're literally just pudding, like balls of pudding that are rolling around on the ground with teeth.
Ew.
Literally a meat wad.
Yeah, essentially, like if you use an attack on these guys, the only way they're not going to die is if you get a 1, or you use a damage type that they are immune to. Which I'm not going to tell you that.
So don't use meat on them. So they're resistant to getting meat.
Yeah, don't use meat type damage on them. Yeah.
Meat damage.
That's all I have.
All right, so that was your unarmed attack. Do you have anything you want to do as a bonus action?
Probably not, but let me just check. No, I'm good. That's
Okay.
perfect. And
Ferrero.
I'm not gonna move.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ferrero, what would you like to do?
Okay, I will just move back over here and I will attack this thing.
Go for it. We're just checking to see that you don't get a 1. There we go. Yeah, you got a 14. You can go ahead and roll damage, but like I said, it has 1 hit point, so you bring your sword upon it, it just splits into 2 piles and just kind of just becomes inert.
And then I will move back to like where I was before.
All right. Yeah.
And that's it.
All right. Jasper. You're facing what the, you're facing a not flesh golem.
All right. I will. Eldritch Blast.
Do it up. That is a hit. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Peace. Getting lucky on those rolls.
9. All right. And are you going to use your bonus action to command Char to fight him? All right.
Right on top of
I think that would be on his initiative, or no?
Sorry. Does he have initiative? Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I kind of assume you wouldn't have initiative. You just go when I give him the thing to go. I mean, I don't know how you want to work it.
You know what? We'll rule it for now as like he just goes on your turn just to help speed up combat a little bit. I'll look up the rules afterwards. I'll just like, make a note of that because I know that you took like a thing with Warlock that changes some of the rules of Find Familiar. So
yeah.
Okay, what have we got? Well, yeah, you hit it. All right. It doesn't take any poison damage because it's immune, as we've found out. So it does take 6.
Cool.
Chart. Stop that. Chart. Hold on. I'll put it back in a second.
Sure. No, he's like right on top of it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
All right. All right, you can go back there. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's his turn.
And this does bloody the golem. Amber.
So I'm not gonna know that they went down this hallway quite, so I'm gonna be like, oh, did they go up here? Ew, that thing's gross. Wait,
Ew, yucky.
wait. Where did I go the wrong way? Oh yeah, ooh, I like that. I think that's as far as I can go. Is there any monsters in here? Any blobbies?
Nah. Just a quick note, there's actually 5 bedrolls here, not 2.
5?
Yes, there are 5 kind of like bedrolls here and a little fire.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
How many times did we see?
Well, sorry, there's no fire, right? It's just like a fire pit.
Okay. Huh.
Sorry, what was the question?
I was just saying how many little slimes do we see, but I think we see only 4, right?
So far, you've only seen 4.
Okay. I was just hoping that the bedrolls were people being turned into these little things.
These meat bags.
Yep.
I mean, this flesh golem could just be a sack of skin with a bunch of them inside it.
True story.
Did they leave their bones behind elsewhere? Like
Like a
There's a
fly
bunch of
just
bones in the entryway. That's where they came
on
from.
inside, like liquefies and remains, just puts on a meat suit. Blech.
So,
All right.
this is what happens when your bones fall out.
Yep.
Amber, that's your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And the flesh golem is actually gonna go berserk.
Oh dear.
Which means that I have to pick a random target within its range for the golem to attack.
Is there only one?
Well, no, there's Char too. There's you and Char are within
Okay.
range. Yep. So 1 for Char, 2 for you. All right, it's gonna try to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, the sanctuary is dispelled by the fact that I did an attack action.
Oh. Okay, so it's just gonna make an attack then. All right. That's fine. It got a 3. Anyway. All right, and yeah, that's his turn. Wendy, go ahead.
Char jabbed him in the eye. That's what screwed him up.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm just gonna use a physical attack.
Mm-hmm. That is a miss.
That oh my gosh.
And bam.
Slap fight. Okay.
Listen, the globs have low AC. The not flesh golem does not. All right. Do you have anything you want to do as a bonus action, or you want to move, or anything like that?
I'll stay here. Am I giving Char combat advantage, or is he having advantage because he's on the same square?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll count that as a flank if he's like oriented on the same square in a way that'd be opposite. Sure, yeah.
I'll stick around here then. I think yeah, the combat position is good.
All right.
It doesn't
Indigo,
seem like
what would
anybody
you
else
like
is in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Indigo.
I'm a bit nervous to jump right in there. So I always forget. Am I okay to like
Yes, you will not hit Jasper.
no friendly fire? Okay, I
don't do friendly fire. Yeah.
I always forget. Anyway, okay, not to be surprised. So I am going to try my Eldritch Blast this time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it.
That's a hit.
That'll do. Okay.
5. Nice.
Okay.
Not dead yet, but it's getting there.
Okay. And that's good for me. I'll stay put.
Okay. Ferrero.
Okay. I'll create an echo right here.
I knew it. Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll attack with it.
All right. So give me an attack roll. That does hit. It does match it. All right, go ahead and roll damage. All right. Tell me how your echo is slicing up this golem.
He's just going to. He's facing my way.
I made this token before you posted the reverse ones.
Oh no, I mean, is the golem facing my direction?
No, it's facing in Wendy's direction because that was his last attack.
Okay, then he's just gonna like pierce him through the back and out the front.
So I just see the shadow sword just burst out of its chest.
Yep, and you get a little bit of blood on you as the golem timbers. The not flesh golem, sorry. And we are out of combat. Same thing that we did, because we did this in the Red Castle too. We'll just keep this initiative order until we're done.
Okay. I took a wrong turn. What did I miss?
Is everybody okay?
Egoism.
I mean, my leg's a little sore.
Sorry.
I'll walk it off. It's okay.
Do you want some bread or cheese?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Healing bread and cheese.
Yeah. Friendship bread.
What is this?
We're friendship warlocks.
What is this creature?
Give me an investigation check. One day you'll get a good investigation check. My God.
Today,
actually,
not today.
In this case, you would actually have advantage because of something very particular. So that's actually fine. You don't find anything on him because it's naked. Just FYI.
Ew.
But it looks strikingly similar to another person that you have met before. Another very big, strong fellow. Perhaps you've met 4 of them in the past.
Oh, no.
Is this Fifth Cliff?
This vaguely looks like Cliff. Vaguely, not quite. There's like some details that are not there, but in terms of like the body proportions and like general features, like it looks a lot like Cliff.
It's a Cliff prototype.
That bitch set us up.
I'm gonna. Care sent us here, not the renovator person.
Oh,
Oh my God.
You go back outside, the boat's gone. That bitch.
I'll check out Indigo's wound real quick to verify that it's just a flesh wound and not poisoned.
Yeah, it's just a flesh wound. Yeah,
Okay.
It's not poisoned or anything. Yeah.
About my feeling.
Yeah, like the slow that she got was just from like your leg just got bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
don't get bit.
Don't get bit.
Don't get bit. Are you following this little water trail? All right, hold on. We're splitting the party at the moment. What's going on here?
I was gonna go search the bedrolls, but I'll catch up with everybody else.
All right. Yeah. So one thing at a time. So
It's
yeah,
like
you
they
go
made
in.
a camp for us because there's 5 bedrolls and there's 5 of us.
Oh,
See, we
Do
each
it.
get one.
So yeah, so there are 5 bedrolls. This fire, upon just looking at it, has not been used in God knows how long, right? This is an old campsite that has not seen any use for quite some time. There is a small chest over here, though.
can we search it? Check it for
Absolutely.
traps.
Open it.
Yeah,
open
it's not. Yeah, it's not locked or anything. Yeah,
Can I check it for traps first,
Yes.
or
give me a
Poison.
perception check.
oh dear? Okay.
I'm scared.
It doesn't. You don't see anything weird with the chest. It just looks like a pretty normal box with normal wood. Seems fine.
Safe.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah,
And, like,
you open it.
peeking
It's just
over her
a
shoulder.
it's just a normal wooden box, and inside of the box you find 10 gold,
Rich.
10 rations,
Food.
Now
and a folded up piece of paper.
Oh,
okay.
Say,
I'm gonna
my nemesis reading.
damn it,
going
Skippy!
to,
Why'd you stay
This is for
behind?
Skippy.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys know how to read. Come on.
Search for traps before you open it.
On the paper.
reading is the real trap.
Are you gonna read it?
I am going to try my best.
It's very simple, common, easy to read.
Okay.
The note says, and I quote, "I'm sorry, boys. It's time to move on. Take this food and gold and go as far as you can. I just remembered you can't read," and it just cuts off there.
Okay, I'm going to relay what I found and everything in the note to everyone. Uh, I I mean, we can split it, but I don't know if this is something we should be splitting with what's her name outside, or if we just can keep it.
Doesn't know that we found this.
Yeah, we can just keep it. She won't know. We can each take 2 rations and 2 gold and say we didn't find anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything up here?
On like the ground up here, these just like kind of like generic vases and pots that doesn't really look like anything particularly special.
Oh no, it's a chamber pot. Oh,
But I mean, in theory, Kara could probably sell it if given to her.
Remember in our last game when we had all that silver and we had to like put the pot in the wall?
Yes.
So that
And we
just
just
made
put
me
all the
think
silver
of.
in it. Yes.
So we couldn't carry anything, so we were like, our
I still
best
think about the
cooking
mine
pot.
cart.
No, we got to
At
go
a certain
back and
point, it's
get
just
that.
like ditch the copper, just get more silver.
We don't need any more
It's
copper.
fine.
People were like, "Here's your change." We're like, "Keep it."
Please don't. Please do
Like,
not give
no,
us any more
I
coins.
don't know.
My,
We need to find a bank to exchange all this silver, and then we next campaign.
All right. So, but in the bedrolls themselves, you don't see anything weird. It look used. Looks like people did sleep here for a little bit and just kind of left.
Okay.
Clearly, they didn't open the chest.
Or read the note
they
because
didn't
they can't read.
read the chest, the note in the chest. Poor souls.
How deep
All
is the water?
It's like barely running. We're talking like it's like an inch. Yeah, it's not like a full river. It's just like a terrain.
All right. Well, my
Gold and
curiosity
2
is
rations.
like,
Boop. Okay. Yeah. Boop.
yay. Guys, I'm gonna go this way. I'll come back. Do 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 do
Sure. Get
do
back here.
do. Oh, hi, Wendy. I have 4 more boxes.
Shadow step.
Shadows.
Boxes.
it's Steve Stamp.
What are these boxes?
Give me an investigation check.
Let's see if this one's any good. Yeah.
With an 11, you at least can like look inside of it and get the gist of what it is, right?
Marginally better.
Marginally better. Yeah,
Getting
like when
there.
you get a 4, you don't even know you can
Warming up.
open it, right? But with an 11, you can like you find the seam, you pop it open, you look inside, and is this chemistry equipment? And you see just like these like kind of glass beakers, like a pestle and mortar, some like frames, and you also see just like kind of like jars of what looks to be like materials.
We should give this to the
Like, dog, we're in a meth house.
We should give this to Care because what? Ugh, this stupid.
Are they making mummies here?
I don't know, but you know,
Money.
if s-
So
It's okay.
specific.
you know, if
That's
Skippy were
just-
here, he
that-
would know what this is.
Bring it back for Skippy.
After all of you spend a
carry
little
it?
bit of time talking, by the way, you start to hear water sloshing from the north.
Oh.
It sounds like footsteps. And eventually, this guy appears.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
6 Cliff.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I gotta move him down slightly just so I can add a turn. All right, there we go. Because the menu is going off the top of the screen.
Oh.
He might just die before he gets a turn. He's got a 3.
Oh my.
All right. Wendy, what would you like to do?
All right. Let's try this one. It's still not a lot of damage, but maybe he's weak to radiant.
He is not. Well, yeah, he does take 3 radiant damage. Yeah.
Okay. I'll stay. I won't move though. This is a good position for me. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Indigo, what would you like to do?
Into Eldritch Blast at him, I think. Like completely
Nice.
different.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, let me scroll up in my sheet here. Try that. Ooh.
That does hit.
Does it? Oh my god.
It's got a low AC. Yep.
Okay.
3. Yep. All right. Next up. Sorry, did you want to do anything else before the end of your turn, or are you good there?
Thank you. I'm good.
Okay. Amber.
Eldritch Blast.
Warlocks.
Right?
Yeah.
Very, very complex. That does hit. Very complex, very nuanced. They're who knows what they do, you know?
We have a lot of options.
Yep.
Pew pew.
All right, 8 force damage. As just it's getting pelted by, sacred flames, eldritch blast. I'm assuming another eldritch blast is coming.
What? You assume too much. Eldritch Blast.
That does hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is Char gonna take a sting too?
He's gonna do a stingy thing.
Mm-hmm. That is a critical miss, so it does miss. Yep.
Aw, wah, wah.
All right, Ferrero.
Let's see.
Send his lackey to do all the work.
I mean, would I be able to get any flanking bonus?
No, because I use like direct opposite sides here. But if you're willing to argue, you like slit past him to go like a little bit deeper into this like canal passageway, I'll say that you can. Because you would be going off the map, but you would technically be there. So you can have advantage, yes. Yeah, okay.
Or do you mean like?
Yeah.
No, I meant like your imagine the map continues to go upwards, right? Because there is like a little passageway here. That's where this thing came from. So we'll just argue that your token is actually off the map.
Okay.
Right, and then it can have advantage.
All right, and then I will.
Not a lot of room.
Okay, in that case, I will just do Unleash Incarnation and do 2 attacks.
Okay, sure. Give me the first attack.
All right, and the first will be from me, and the second will be from that guy.
All right. So go ahead and roll the damage. So before you do the second attack, it does that does finish it. So how do you want it to go?
Good work.
It's gonna be like an upward slash from like a bottom right, like straight up the torso to the upper left.
All right, yeah. So this thing turns around the corner and then just gets pelted by eldritch blasts, harassed by imps, and then in comes Ferrero with a shing, just one slash to finish it off as it topples over into the water.
Nice work, guys.
Yeah, there we go.
Loot the body.
What's in the barrels? Is it more blood?
More blood.
No, it's a lot of the same stuff that you saw in the crates. Like it's just basic, like materials. And, like there's like jars of just herbs and stuff. One of the barrels is just straight like water.
Alan, you need a D20 like wild magic style table for what's in the barrel every time Amber opens the barrel, and like
Honestly,
if you roll a
at this
6,
point-
every time you roll a 6, it's blood. Like,
Please
Hey,
give me one.
listen, just saying that barrel had blood for a reason. It wasn't just. I wasn't just for fun. I'm gonna put blood in this barrel. Like,
Yeah. We'll
We
figure
do
that out
not
later.
believe you. 100%.
It's like, oh no, that's not important. Fine.
Someone. Is it Straw? Straw? He's just importing fine.
Amber,
fine
you
blood.
found a big empty room.
Want. Okay.
Does this one also look like Cliff?
Yeah, they all look very similar. Different, but like different from the previous one that you fought in regards to like just like some proportions, but kind of looks like him. Notice that none of them have blonde hair, which is what Cliff has.
So,
Do they have
Ellen,
any hair?
Is there hair in there? No.
Alan,
Yes.
is there like a merchant that sells like cloned workers?
Well, that's an interesting question, ain't it?
The blood
Would that be
barrels.
something we know about, or is it something we can just ask the worker guy about?
The worker guy? What do you
Owen?
mean? Sorry?
At Cliffs, whoever, what was his name?
Elwyn
Cliff?
was the lady who had the cliffs.
Yeah,
we
Elwyn
need to
had the
talk to
cliffs.
her.
Ellen,
We need to talk to her to find out where she got her
Cliffs.
like
Forklift?
sacralins or whatever.
We gotta find out where she got her forklift.
Dude, let's take the heads and bring them back and say, what is this? Do you know this?
That's a great idea.
I'm doing that.
God.
Do we have one
I'm
of these empty crates or barrels we could use?
You can easily empty one.
This has spices. They will preserve the heads.
Oh,
Dude,
but I like. Okay, I was gonna say maybe the water, but you're right. They might get bloated in the water.
Mhm.
Well, I have gentle repose that halts all decomposition, so
Oh well,
That's
I guess
perfect.
it depends on what you prefer.
yeah, gentle repose is also a ritual, so it won't even use
Maybe
the
we
spell.
should tell her to wait.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. God. Please. This is huge.
An important thing to note, the pathway continues upwards, but it's just through water. Just giving you a friendly reminder.
I guess we need to keep exploring then.
Okay. Never
You're
mind.
going down there. I'm cutting the head off while she's doing that.
Never mind.
Wait, do you
Wait, do I even have a knife?
I was gonna tell her, oh, it's
Do you?
totally safe. You can come in and get the crates that are in this first entryway area, in this first cave. But you were like, oh, we need to keep going. So I'm like,
Okay.
I was checking to see if I have any cutting tools, and I really just have crossbow bolts. But also I have 2 entries for a mace. I don't know what I'm gonna delete one of these.
I have a sword and a couple axes.
Yeah.
An
Can you
eldritch
do
blast
this?
the head
Can you
off.
cut the head off?
Sure.
We'll save the head. We'll take it back and investigate.
For cutting the head off, give me a survival check to see how clean the cut is.
Ooh.
If you break it, we have another one.
Alright, it's not the cleanest job. You kind of get stuck at like one of the vertebrae, and it's like, oh shit, fuck, damn. You kind of start sawing through the bone a little bit, like, it's not a clean cut, but you got it.
Okay.
Like,
I'll take it. I'm gonna run back over here and grab one of these blankets and wrap it in the blanket so it doesn't get everything else in my bag all gooey. I
I'm
kind of
gonna
want
try.
this
I'm
one
gonna
too,
try. I'm
though.
gonna try.
Do this one.
Okay. How do I do it?
do you have a blade?
Like,
Don't.
I hold
have
here
a
and you
dagger.
pull.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right.
Yeah,
if you have
I
a
have
dagger,
daggers.
yeah. Give me a
Tug of
survival
war.
check to see
Tug
how
of
well
war.
you cut.
Oh, that's very
It
messy.
It's very unfortunate. Like you're trying to get in there, you get stuck on like these weird tendons and vertebrae. You're like, damn! Like
Why
some of
is
the
there
blood
so much stuff in here?
Some of the blood will like splurt back at you in your face, like
Wendy, this is really hard.
But eventually you do
bodies
get
have
ahead.
lots of goo. The goo comes out when you cut it.
But eventually you do get ahead, but you did unfortunately like fuck up one of the muscles for the jaw, and like the jaw's like now half dangling off.
Okay. All right.
Look, he's impressed.
It smiles for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna wipe my blade off like in the dirt and just be like,
yeah, I'll wrap that in the blanket also. So I just have this like makeshift. I think I'm not gonna put that in my backpack. I'm just gonna have this like big blanket bundle with 2 heads in it that I'll just carry around. I'll drop it when combat starts, but I'm gonna carry that in my hand.
yeah. Gross, I love it. Cool, I'm just gonna go wash off in here.
Okay, we are ready.
It's like an inch of water, mind you. So
yeah, I'm like trying to lay and like get as much of my clothes wet to like rinse it off, and I'm just like, rubbing it and just like dirt is better than this gross stuff. Dirt is fine.
Gotcha.
My white robes are like getting brown at this point. I'm just like, I will clean
brown and
later.
red.
Clean is not a priority. If I clean now, they will just dirty again.
Okay. Oh, see, you did a much better job on this one. I should have just had you do it.
That was our friend Pharaoh, expert cutter.
Nice job, Ferrero.
I tried.
We're all trying today.
Yeah.
Anybody rolled more than a 10 on anything?
Tired. I ate too much food last night, and then I slept too long, and now everything's messed up.
We all have -5 for gassy. Okay. All right. Are we going north then? Is there another map you're going to move us to?
Yeah. Is there a general marching order that y'all are doing here?
We can get in one for you.
I'll probably be up front.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to be like in the front, but
all right. So we'll say it's Ferrero, Windy, and then the 3 warlocks in the back or something. Sound about right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you kind of follow the water passageway for a little bit, not too far, but at a certain point you kind of find like a little opening in like the side. It's pretty cramped, right? So you're all in like a single file line, but you eventually find an opening. As you look down, you see a door.
Goodness. Better open it.
Anything strange about the door?
Not really. Seems like it's like a metal door, and it's slightly ajar, so it's not fully closed.
I try to see if I can like hear or like see anything from the opening.
Give me a perception check. You won't be able to see because of like how narrow the passageway is. You have to like stick your head in the door in order to see through it. In terms of sounds, you hear like what sounds like kind of like fire burning, or more specifically like coal burning. You know the sound I'm kind of talking about.
Does this smell? What does it smell like?
Smell? What would it smell like? I mean, in here, not much because the smell's not really making it far.
Okay. Does the door open like towards us or inside?
Inside. So it goes like in.
Okay. I'll have my Echo open the door.
Okay.
I just kind of like push it open, but kind of like stand out of sight.
Gotcha. Yeah. As you open it, it actually just goes down immediately to just like a flight of stairs that appears to kind of go into an open room. And it's important to note that we just went from like a rocky passage to now like clean. This was like a well-made like stone walls.
Interesting.
Secret lab, secret lab.
Okay, you guys ready to go?
Who would put a secret lab in a campaign? Weird. I would never.
What? That
Is everyone going in?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move you to the other map. We're getting close to the end time, so we're not going to spend too much time here because there's like a couple of things I want to bring up at the end of the session. But FYI, this little red pudding guy in the corner, he's actually sleeping on top of a barrel. Well, at least it looks dormant.
We could just knock the barrel over and kill it.
But they're so cute when they sleep.
Barrow, breathe on that.
Breathe on it.
You don't even need to make an attack roll. Whatever it is, it's unconscious and it's just sitting there. So you just take your sword and just cut into it and end it.
Shish kebab.
Night night.
It doesn't disintegrate like the other ones did.
Well, so like it's kind of like hardened pudding, I guess is like the way I can kind of describe it. So like if you just like slice into it, right, then it's mostly just kind of like two halves of like a hardened ball just kind of like fall away, right? If you like step on it and squish it, then like it depends on how you kill it, right?
I was like, I'm gonna add this to the head sack and bring it back for study. But no, never mind.
The head sack is a good idea.
The head sack needs to stay head sack. If we put everything in the head sack, then it's just a sack.
Good point.
Okay. So I'll
shortly after you kind of get to the bottom, you can see the door here, right? Everything I revealed enough of the area.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's doors. Okay.
Yep. And you should see the door down here too.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, good.
Yeah. I thought it was a corner that I could look through, but there are doors we need to open. Okay.
Yeah. And the fire I was mentioning, by the way, that's this. It's literally just kind of like a pile of coal that's just burning and giving very little light to the room. Not a lot, but enough to see. But shortly after you kind of spend a little bit of time in here, you're all kind of looking around like, oh, this is kind of weird, right? You hear from an indiscernible direction what sounds like someone just going, and you hear like a loud slam sound, kind of like metal on metal.
Well, that's kind of scary. Where did that come from? Here or here?
Give me a perception check if you want to like try to discern the direction it came from.
Yeah, perception. Oh,
it came from this way.
Nicely done.
Wendy, did you hear that?
Yes. Where from?
Behind you.
I turn around. I'll just open the door.
All right, well, let's go ahead and reveal this area, huh? All right. Oh, look at this! More enemies! Crazy! We're gonna go along this way or so. Yeah, something like this. There we go. This should be about what you see. All right, well, you're not exactly stealthy, so we're just gonna go ahead and add these guys to the initiative track.
We're on a new map, so we don't have our existing rolls.
Really? You don't see?
Didn't transfer. I don't see them transfer.
Do you see it now?
Nope.
I see the monsters you just added, but not us.
Yeah, just.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Then I'll just go ahead and clear it, and we can all reroll. All right.
Yeah.
And now I got to roll. Oh, wow, you're a fast little pile of goo, aren't you?
Pudding.
Pudding. Oh god, poor thing.
Or do you want us to roll again, did you say? Or
Yes, please. Yep.
okay, sorry, I wasn't, but then I saw other people were.
That's fine. It's okay. I'm setting up their turns as well, so it takes some time.
Oh, that was almost a 2.
There we go. Now I can organize this in descending order. All right, so you open the room and you see what looks like just a flesh golem and a bunch of the little red pudding things just kind of rolling around on the ground. And the flesh golem, immediately the moment you open the door, with no stealth whatsoever, just turns to you, goes, "Ugh," and then yeah, combat starts. Jasper, your friend just opened the door and you heard "Ugh" through the door. What would you like to do?
I answer back. Just kidding.
All right.
That's a good question. Can I? What can I see? Can I see this gentleman here?
Not from where you're currently standing.
What?
Yeah, you can see him from there.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, go for it. 12, that hits. 6, nice.
Wow.
So it turns, goes, just as it takes the first Eldritch Blast of many, I'm sure that will happen today.
Yeah, sure.
Indigo.
Well, I want to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Love an Eldridge. Where can I get here? Like, there's stuff there. Can I like get on top of the
Yeah,
crate?
You could move
scoot
through
around.
us too, because
Yes.
we're not technically blocking you.
You can, like,
Allies
move
don't
here.
count as a. You
Yeah,
just can't
you-
stop on our square.
Yep.
Be in the front though. So I am just gonna cast some Eldridge Blast at this sir over top of
Classic.
Windy. Sir.
Mm-hmm.
Completely unexpected. And I'm not sure. I don't think I clicked it. Okay.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh.
Yes. Take that. Fuck him right up.
It takes the first Eldritch Blast. It takes the second one.
No, it's fine. Fine. I did my best. Nah, I'm good.
All right. Okay. So then the first little pudding ball is going to roll on up to Windy. He's going to try to bite at your ankles. Little ankle biter.
That's why I got up on this.
Oh, wow. It does hit. Okay. If you're AC, that's actually kind of impressive. And it deals 4 piercing damage, and your movement speed is reduced by 15 until the end of your next turn.
Jesus.
It's fine. Walk it off.
Basically.
And this one's a little bit too far, but it's going to try to do a... All right, it's going to try to get here. Yeah, that's about as far as it's going to go. Amber, what are you doing?
I would like to cast Chill Touch on this one. Can I, or is he out of my... I can't see him because of this, right?
I'll say that you can, like, barely see him. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, it does cross the corner. You wouldn't be able to see him.
Yeah, okay. So instead then, can I throw a dagger at this one?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Where
Which would
is...
be, I don't think you need proficiency with thrown, right? As long as you have simple. Yeah. So it'd be a d20 plus your dex modifier plus 2.
Okay. So d20. Great.
Remember, their AC is pretty bad, so...
Plus my dex modifier plus 2. Wait, sorry, I didn't mean to roll that.
Yeah, it's a plus 2, so you got an 11 on your roll. Nonetheless, you do take out your dagger, whoosh, You throw it around Windy, and then right after this thing bites at his ankles, you just pin it to the ground with your dagger.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's all I would like to do.
Excellent. Now, from the distance, you do see. Ugh!
Uh-oh.
And that's about as far as it can move, so it ain't going to go much further. This one, however, is going to walk right. I'm going to start moving these little blobs out of the way, but don't worry, they're dead. Just to help keep the battlefield a little clean. It's going to attempt to attack Wendy! Oh, that's also a hit. All right, cool. That dice. You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Punches in the nose. Ow.
As it just like takes its hand and just tries to slam on top of your head.
Oh. So rude.
All right. Next up, Ferrero. What would you like to do?
I will move myself here. I go here. And I
You
will...
are in the wall, sir.
Oh, that's the wall. Oh,
That's the wall,
I see.
sir.
Okay, hold on.
You're not Spider-Man. You got to use the ground.
Can I go past enemies?
Yeah, it takes double your movement to do so. So, like, say it would be like, so it actually takes you 30 feet to get to about here. So you can't get to the other side and get flanking. You would occupy the same space as this little red blobber.
Okay, I will do that then. What about my echo?
Given where it is, yeah, yeah, nah, it would be like a little short to be able to make it past 2 enemies. Yeah. Like, so essentially, you pick one of you or your echo to move here.
Here, I'll face step to over here.
Oh, always forget about fucking face step. All right, yep. Yep, you do that.
And then I'll use my I'll unleash an incarnation, and then I'll both attack. I'll attack the flesh golem here, and then echo will attack you.
Okay, got it. Cool. So you attack without advantage.
Okay, so I will go first then.
The 6 does miss. So now your echo will attack with advantage because Wendy's giving you flank.
Nice.
And that does hit. Oh, nice. And it is bloodied. Which means on its next turn it will go berserk if it is still alive.
Okay, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. Wendy.
All right. Okay, you can hear me. Let's see. Ooh. Let's hope it's not resistant to necrotic damage, but we'll try this.
So let's make a wisdom saving throw. It does fail, and it's not immune to necrotic. And as far as I see, yeah, it's not resistant either. So yeah, it just takes the full damage. You want to explain how you're killing this fucker?
Do it.
The necrotic damage will take the form of an accelerated decay, so he just basically dissolves.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Since he dissolves,
Turning into another meat pile.
Just becomes another pile of meat on the ground.
Gross. Love it.
And then I'll move into the room. I have a 30 movement, which is 15 squares. Or wait, how many squares?
Or remember, you got slowed by 15 when he bit you.
Oh, okay.
When the little ankle biter got you. Yeah.
Oh, so I have 3 squares of movement?
Yeah, but mind you that Ferrero is currently saving a spot with this little blood guy, so you'd essentially be able to go here or here.
Oh, okay. I'll just go here then.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my whole turn then.
All right. Now, this little guy in the back is going to go. He's going to go a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can he make it? Yeah. Yeah, he makes it. And he will attack for... Actually, wait. No, that's not fair. He wouldn't do that. This is a brainless creature. It's not going to be smart enough to flank. It's just going to go here and attack you from this angle.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I might not have killed that thing. I think we read the stuff wrong from the... Because if he had already taken damage, which he did, so he was bloodied, it's a 1d12, which my 1d12 rolled a 2. But my 1d8 rolled a 7. That was if he had taken no damage. So I think he's... I mean...
I already resolved
with it.
I already resolved it. Yeah, we'll just go from there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll remember that in the future, though, that they are like 2 separate rolls like that. Okay, my mistake. But we'll just roll with it. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
But in regards to this little ankle biter attacking Ferrero, it does hit.
These little
take these little shits. Yeah, their whole existence is just to annoy the fuck out of you.
They're gonna slow us down. We're not gonna make our boat.
Wendy, you took the 4 damage, right?
Oh, sorry.
From the ankle biter? Okay.
There goes.
Because Ferrero, you're also taking 4 damage from an ankle biter, and you're slowed by 15 feet until the end of your next turn.
Oh gosh.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. And now this little ankle biter up here is going to go boop, 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 and also try to attack Ferrero.
Does it slow him by another 15 feet? Is it?
It stacks. It stacks. Yep.
Oh no.
Ew. So now you can't move at all?
Two hits would prevent movement, yeah.
Okay.
It does hit. You take 2 piercing damage from this one. You're slowed by additional 15 feet, bringing your movement down to 0. So on your next turn, you cannot move.
It's like the
you can attack
grappled.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Because it's like the idea is that like these things are like lashed onto your legs and they're just like these fucking assholes. So it's like making it difficult to walk. Yeah.
Little slimes.
Yep. So for your move speed is your base move speed is probably 30, so you're probably at 0 now. But that is the end of its turn. Jasper.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. What are you Eldritch Blasting?
Yes. I mean what? I'm gonna beat this guy here.
The flesh golem? Alright, cool. Fire away.
The not flesh golem.
You're right, not flesh golem. I'm sorry. That does hit.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my turn at? I'm missing my turn.
It's the faux cliff.
He's got to spawn him on every map. Is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's. I mean, I gotta make a sheet for him, so that way it's easier for me to bring him into encounters, and see if there's a way I can set a default size. That'd be very handy.
Yeah. I'll just say. I mean, it's safe to say that he could probably fly up to him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, it definitely can. Well, what's its flight speed?
It's actually decent. I think it's like 30 or 40. Yep, its flies 40.
Oh, 40? Okay, so it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'd be occupying the same space as this guy, but it can get there.
Okay.
Or occupying the same space as Ferrero. Your choice.
Is that guy dead?
This one? No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Well, I would have attacked him then.
Oh, okay, cool. Then
on this fire, and he's attacked this guy here.
With a 17, it does hit with just the piercing damage alone. So he flies through, takes a little stinger, and just kills it dead, as it's just now just a regular blob of pudding instead of an annoying blob of pudding.
Okay.
And that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Excellent. Indigo, what would you like to do?
Can I still see him from where I am?
Yeah, from like the corner there, you can.
Or
Yeah,
do you want me to come down here? I mean,
that'd be nicer. Yeah.
oh, the odds the difference to me. I just don't want to go like out here. So,
Important note for everybody involved because it's hard to see, but this little guy's still here.
which one?
Like this pudding guy here, he's still alive. We're all just kind of stepping over him.
Okay. Well,
Just step on him on the way through.
I'll Eldritch Blast him then. We'll see what we
Yeah.
can do.
All right, go ahead and give me the roll.
Whoops. That didn't do what I thought it was going to.
That does hit.
Ignore whatever I'm trying to do now. I've opened something in my sheet and I don't know how to close it. Anyway. Okay. This one.
There we go. Yep. So you fire an Eldritch Blast and you turn this little red pudding guy into just a fine red mist
Love it.
with the amount of force damage applied to it.
Perfect. That's it for me. I'm good.
All right. Next up, Amber.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can I like walk through my teammates with no
Yeah.
problem? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, then I want to. Hi, Chard.
Hi. Hi, weird girl.
Wait. I'll take it. That's fine. Okay, chill touch.
All right. Chill touch is an attack roll, I believe, right?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and give me the roll.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll it. Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Yay.
That sure as hell hits.
Yay.
7. All right.
And is it undead?
No, it is a monstrosity.
Okay, so and it can't regain hit points until the start of its next turn until that a hand clings to the target.
Okay.
But it's
Got
not
it. All
undead.
right.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Now it's the golem's turn, and it's going to attempt to attack Ferrero. Poorly. As it tries to bring its hand down, but Ferrero raises his shield and parries it off to the side flawlessly. As now he has an opening to do whatever he wants to do on his turn. Frere, what are you doing?
So that one's dead. I will be.
Oh, you can't move, but your echo can. All right.
Yeah, and I will attack him.
All right, go ahead and give me that with advantage since you are flanking. Oh, good thing you had advantage too. Yeah, the 19 hits. 11. Hang it on, barely by a string, and it is bloodied, so on its next turn it will berserk if not dead.
And then I will action surge, actually, and then do another attack.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. All right, go ahead. Give me another one. Yep, 13 hits. And that does it. Do you want to explain your glorious kill?
I want to try to decapitate it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you do it nice and clean this time with a nice swing horizontal. The head flies off in some random direction this way, I suppose. And then the body left over just kind of falls to its knees and then topples over. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Wendy, it's your turn, and there's only one little goop ball left. Little goop ball.
Is he back yet? He said, oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, he said he was back.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. I was muted in more than one place. I was. Yes, I'm back. Let's do a. I'll do Sacred Flame at that thing.
Thanks.
All right. The chat is not updating for me for some reason.
It didn't update for me either. It's still like processing. It just says my name there.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
We maxed out our chat.
No, I broke something on my character sheet.
Oh.
Well, it's fine. I know your DC saving throw is 12, so
Yeah,
we'll
well,
go ahead.
I did it. I sent it in again, and it says DC 12, 3 damage if they fail. So
Okay,
it's a dex save.
I see that.
Yeah, this thing is not super dexterous, and that's proof of that. You send out a radiant flame, and it just burns it, and it's left nothing but ash.
Cool. All right, and then that's the last thing, right?
That's the last thing, correct?
All right. Well,
in the
I guess
case
while
of,
we're still in initiative order, I'll go move over
Mhm.
here and retrieve the head. But that's
Yeah.
We did hit the 3-hour mark. So there's something I wanted to kind of like ask you all as players, because there's something I want to experiment with in regards to kind of like these campaigns, right? Being that I want to see if I can implement downtime more, right? So, spoiler alert, not much of a spoiler. After this dungeon, you'll kind of have a break, right? As characters. Because as much as I want the world to be dangerous, I don't want it to feel so dangerous that like, you are constantly doing things and you never take a break, right? So the idea that I generally have that I wanted to bounce off of y'all, right, is that whenever you level, instead of it just being like a long rest, you kind of get like some downtime for like a few weeks to, kind of, handle your level up stuff, socialize with NPCs, do things like research or crafting, which I'll find rules for if you're all interested in that. I actually was considering like I wrote like a rough draft for like befriending NPCs and like benefits that you could gain from that, if that's something that y'all would be interested in. But the general idea is that like in between like story arcs, your characters have a few weeks to just exist in the city, right? Where they can just kind of do whatever they want. So say for example something like research, which is going to be important after this dungeon. I don't want to give any more information on that. That could be done during that time. Crafting could be done during that time. So I'm wondering what are y'all's thoughts on official, like, long form downtime activities?
Fine with me.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, cool.
That out.
Yeah, all right.
I like the idea of having time to sort of develop our characters in a non, outside of the D&D rules of
combat.
level advancement.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like in the last
and
campaign
sort of-
when I wanted to learn a language.
Yeah, that kind of
Mm.
stuff.
Right, yeah. Because one thing, I'm not sure if I might have mentioned this prior, but my tabletop experience started with Shadowrun, right? And one of the things I really liked about Shadowrun was that in order to level up like an attribute or a skill, it's like experience cost and downtime cost, right?
Mm.
Because it's implied that you're spending that downtime like improving that thing, right? So it led to like kind of like funny little story moments of it's like, hey, what did you do during the last few weeks between missions? Like, oh, I actually like went to like this karate studio and I learned a new battle maneuver and stuff like that. Oh, that's cool. I actually hit up the gym for a little bit. I feel like, I got a lot stronger since then, right? As like an ASI increase and stuff. I think stuff like that's really cool. So I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
like that.
try to put like all the level ups have like a downtime period for them as well, right? So that way it also makes sense of like, how did the warlocks learn new spells? Like, oh, well, they went and did research on like dark occult arts and stuff like that, right? How did this person get stronger? Well, they just started like different forms of exercise. How did this fighter learn this battle maneuver? Oh, he went to like the barracks in the city and like learned from some of the people there or something like that, right? I really like stuff like that. I think that's really cool. In regards to like other downtime activities, some of the ideas that I had in mind, if you all want to hear about some of them, I thought of like one possible downtime activity thing that I'd be homebrewing, right? Which is like every character during downtime can say, "Oh, this week I'm going to spend time with this NPC," right? And then the more time you spend with that NPC, you like build up rep with that NPC, and like that NPC would give you benefits for having a good reputation with them, right?
Loyalty
So
points.
say for example, some of the ideas is that, like, first of all, every NPC you've interacted with, I wrote down as like, yeah, you can probably befriend this person if you really wanted to. Including, say, things like Vildy, the professional tailor, right? You gain like loyalty points of her, and she'll give you like discount on her clothes, right? You max out her friendship, which will take a long time, by the way, in the rule set that I wrote up. She'll like just start giving you free clothes on the condition that you modeled them, also, right?
Mm.
Or other things where it's like, oh, you build up more reputation of care. Like in the dungeons, you'll get like more magic items out of them, right? Like you can build a friendship with Detective Kyer, which I don't think anyone's gonna do,
Yeah.
but as like a possible option, there, it's just like, oh, if you go up to him and ask him, right, like he might, like he'll like give you like a bonus on like investigation and arcana checks that you might need or something, right? Charles Rambusier Paligra Albury III, right? You max out his friendship, he'll stop attacking you if people pay him to. Whoa! How nice! Elwyn, like the woman who's in charge of like the furniture and stuff, right? And other title I gave her is Corraller of Cliffs. Where it's like, oh, you level her up, it reduces the cost of like furniture and base expansions by like a certain percentage, because mind you, the idea I have in mind for how much those projects cost is going to be literal thousands of gold, right? For like adding whole rooms onto your base. You know what I mean? So that's like an idea that I've been playing with. And the other idea of like, if you max out like a friendship level, you unlock a side quest with them that can give you cool rewards. Do I have any written? No, because I was not sure if y'all would even agree to this. So, or if like you're even gonna like an NPC, right? Like I might have like a possible side mission idea for Skippy, but you guys might never want to spend time with Skippy, right? Well, that's cool. Now that I know that you guys are interested in this, I'll also start pulling up rules for things like crafting, for things like research, and just other, like, even like day work, right? Of, oh yeah, I'll get like a day job and just earn gold on the side or something like that, right? Other things that I was going to bring up during the downtime session of like quests, right? Is that your characters have access to like what I like to call the main story quest, which is like you can just chase the lead of the main story, which you'll figure out what that is soon. Don't worry. You can chase leads with your side quests, right? And then there's Skippy, which if you ask Skippy at any point of just like, Skippy, yo, we need work, man, he'll pull out work, right? He'll come out and say like, oh yeah, I found this quest and blah, blah, blah. Or if you go to Care and say, hey, Care, you got a dungeon for us to explore? She'll give you one, right? The general idea I have in mind for the reward structure of these things, the quests that you get from Skippy give a lot of currency. The dungeons you get from Care just give you like loot, right? In terms of like weapons, potions, magic items, etc. That's like the general idea for the reward structure that I kind of have with
I like
those
that.
two.
I like that because then it gives us access to those things without them having to just be a shop that we have to sort of budget our money for. We can say,
yeah,
do we want to spend the time to grind for loot, or do we want to spend the time to just like get some cash and then buy specific things, you know?
Right, exactly.
And then and then we also know that those are side quests, so we can sort of plan them out separately from doing whatever main quest stuff is, knowing that like obviously it's all in the same world and there's going to be continuity, but it's also like less significant.
Sure, yeah. But that's like the idea that I wanted to pitch to y'all in regards to like kind of how the campaign is going to move forward. Because the whole reason I decided I want to have two campaigns now is because both groups, because the Saturday groups had their session 0 yesterday, by the way, fun fact. And you're both of you are going to have like the same general main story, which, like I said, y'all are going to find out about shortly. Don't worry. And like it's all taking place within like the same city / surrounding villages / surrounding dungeons, right? Which makes it easy for things like NPCs for me, and who I know the big bad evil guy to be, right? Like it's going to be the same for both groups, which is nice.
Is it 6 Cliff?
The 7th cliff is the BBEG.
Oh, no. It's just like
Oh my god.
12 clips in one trench coat. Oh no. I love it. Sorry.
That's fine. But that's cool. I'm glad you all like the idea. I'll find some homebrew rule stuff for stuff like crafting and other downtime activities, and I'll share that with y'all, and y'all can decide what your characters do with downtime, right? Yeah. But other than that, I think we're good. Any questions or anything people want to leave off on? Someone's putting a lot of donuts on the table there.
Donuts.
Yeah, I think I do have some questions, but I think I'll wait to see what you come up with first before I
Well, you can go ahead and shoot your questions, just so that way I have it in mind for like when I'm figuring out what system to use.
Yes, I'm just kind of curious what that would look like. Like it's obviously it's it's downtime in the sense that we're
Yeah.
not on a mission, but we're
Mhm.
still playing. So is
So
that something that you would expect to happen like I would
it's kind
say
of
right now? Like,
no,
yeah.
so it's kind of like expedited play in a way. So in essence, the idea that I have in mind for what you would do is kind of something along the lines of, okay, you guys have 4 weeks of downtime, right? How do you want to spend these weeks of downtime? And downtime activities will have like a cost to it or something, right?
Okay.
So, say for
Mhm.
example, right, to spend time with an NPC, you might say, all right, well, that's a week, right? For research, it's like per week, like for a research project, it might take multiple weeks. So you might say, all right, with this downtime, I'll put 2 weeks towards this research project that we've been working on, right?
Okay.
And a lot of that, like I said, will be expedited. I'm not going to expect you to like role play every little thing.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
are some things I might have you role play, right? Like if you finish a research project, we might have a little role play thing in the middle there. If you reach the next level of a friendship with an NPC, there might be a little role play thing there.
Mhm.
Stuff like that, right?
Okay. No, that
Or
answers it for me. I just didn't know if we were gonna like at the end, I'd say, "Oh, I'm gonna go back and learn how to pick locks," and then next week when we pick
Mhm.
up, I just know how to pick locks. So I just didn't know where you were going with that.
it's a very minor amount of role play for like every
Okay.
person. I imagine it more so like everyone tells a story of what their character did during the time, less so of like, oh, what is this? What is this?
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay,
Continue what you were
John.
saying.
It's a purple worm.
Oh, not a purple worm, please. Oh god.
Tousee.
Uh, but in regard, so like what I'm expecting is like, we end next session with the end of this dungeon, right?
Mm.
And then I give all of you like a list of options for what your character does during downtime. And then during the next session, I kind of go around the table or group, and I say, "So, what did your character do during downtime?" Right? And your character goes, "Oh, well, my character decided that they really liked hanging out with Fildy, or they thought she was really cool, so they decided to just like take her out for a night on the town, and she's really, really nice. So that was really cool getting to know her." Or say someone might be like, "Oh, well, I thought for spoilers, I wanted to make some progress on this research task, so I actually spent a lot of time at the library, kind of diving into these notes that we found." Right?
Yeah,
Um,
what would help with that? And sorry, I got a phone call, so I missed a couple
that's
minutes of the
fine. Yeah,
conversation
that's okay.
since my last comment. But
Hmm.
it would be, and maybe we could develop this together. But it would be nice to sort of have like a list that's like a menu of the kind of actions, but no, not too specific, but
Yeah.
more like story prompts, right? Like
Yes.
spend social time with an NPC of your choice or
Hmm.
something, and so that would be one of the things, or research a
Yeah.
something about the world, or something like that.
Yep.
And then so then we know we're not sort of overstepping what kind of things we can do, like learn how to pick
Yes. Oh,
locks,
for sure.
you know,
Yeah.
and then we can write that little story and then tell that to the rest of the group when we rejoin.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I plan to like do a little bit of work on this because now that I know this is something that y'all are interested in, and I thought we were going to finish the dungeon today. I was horribly wrong. We're not even close. Uh,
It's okay.
so I can work on this over the next 2 weeks, so that way I have something to propose at the end of the session of just, yeah, here's a list of options. I actually already have 6 pages on NPC connections and improving those. So and most of those are like options for NPCs, right? Because I kind of made a document of here's how you gain friendship level with the NPC. Now here's the NPCs y'all have already met and the bonuses you would get for interacting with them for a long period of time, right? The general idea for like interacting with an NPC, by the way, is like so I'll give you like the quick pitch, right? Is that every character has like 4 levels of friendship, right? So friendship level 1, if you just spend a week of downtime with this person, they're generally friendly towards you, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, you're kind of cool, right? Like friendship level 2, I currently have is taking 3 months of downtime of like interacting with this person. So that's like a big investment, right?
So that would be like 4 consecutive downtime sessions.
Yes, right. Also, in theory, with this idea I have in mind is that as you reach higher levels, the downtime might also get longer.
I like that.
Right? Because then it's like, once you're like level 13, right? If someone comes and says, can you get my cat out of a tree? You're looking like, what the fuck do I look like? A level 1 adventurer? Get the hell out of here.
You want
Can
to
you
say,
believe these people?
Just, it sounds like rule of thumb would be downtime is 1 week per level. So if we're level 3 now, then it's 3 weeks of downtime.
That might be a good rule of thumb. Well, so because part of the amount of downtime you get also depends on certain story things, right? Because I know the general timeline of certain things in the story. So it's also a matter of like this first downtime you get, it's going to be about like 2 weeks, right? It's going to be pretty short. But then like the next one you get might be like a month, might be 2 months, right? It depends. Because also I have it for like friendship level 3 takes a year of downtime, because it is like implied that friendship level 3 is like you are like have like a life or death friendship with this person, right? That you like genuinely care for each other. And level 3, yeah, exactly, right? Like you know their family, you know everything about them, right? And then like friendship level 4 is you have to reach level 3 and fulfill a side mission for them, which like you unlock when you get level 3 depending on. And also the reason I have it for like it takes a long time to max out friendship is because I'll be real, I have nothing written for any possible side quest for almost all of these characters, right? So
you shouldn't have to write that until we get to level 3.
Yeah, exactly, right? So it'd essentially be like once you're like 45 out of 52 weeks with like an NPC, now I'm like, okay, they're gonna max this friendship, right? And they're gonna want to do the side quest. That's the whole reason they're going this far. I can start brainstorming and thinking about what that would look like. So that's like another reason why it takes so long. And again, it's like canonically it makes sense that like if this person is like trusting you with their life or something like that, you probably knew them for quite a while. But other than that, any other questions or any like input that people want to give on what kind of downtime activities they want? If you can't think of anything now, you can always shoot me a message and say, "Hey, Alan, I think this would be a cool downtime activity."
I mean, I need to think about it a little more, but I think a lot of what Wendy will be doing with his time is sort of figuring out the local culture more to be less of a weirdo. You know, as much fun as it is being a weirdo, I don't want to be that forever, right? And and so like what kind of activities those are going to be will probably involve some socializing with NPCs, but might be other just like you know, experiencing the city, you know, like going to a cultural festival, that kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah, so like carousing might be something that you do in a sense. Okay, because that is already
Wendy,
like a
you should
possible
be a
one.
model with me.
Everyone becomes best friends with Fildy.
Oh my god, no, that's as soon as you were like, oh, like hit up Fildy, I was like, that's my plan.
Yeah, and for that one, I have like level 1 friendship. You get a 20% discount on her clothes. Level 2, which takes 3 months, is like a 50% discount on her clothes.
Yeah.
Level 3, she will sometimes, rarely or occasionally, like ask the PC to help design and model clothes.
Yeah.
Right? That. And then it's like, you know, if you model the clothes for her at some fashion show, she's just like, of course you can keep it, right? It was made for you.
Yes, I want to be friends with Fildy.
And every person would like keep track of their own friendship level, right? And that's an important thing to know, because if one of you's like, oh, I'll max out my friendship with Care so we get magic items, right? If that person were to die, like, that friendship kind of dies with them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right, you're saying it's not a party perk, it's an individual character perk.
Yeah. Like, you could argue that, like, if you reach, like, level 3 with, like, the, with an individual in the party, that, like, they by default have, like, level 1 with everybody, right?
I like that.
Of just, like,
that
yeah,
makes
because then
sense
it's,
to me.
yeah, because then it's like a friend of my friend thing,
You're
right?
in the friend circle, you know?
Yeah, but it's like their close best friend is, like, Wendy or something, right? Like, that's, like, their best friend, you know? So then it's like, if Wendy goes, like, the connection with that, like, the friend group kind of dies, but if you go to them, it's just like, oh, wow, Amber. Yeah, I haven't seen you since Wendy passed. Yeah, how have you been? You know, like.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know
Yeah, go ahead.
Amber's gonna want to do research on warlock stuff because she's now had her
Mhm.
interest peaked, and now she's just like, well, now I gotta figure out what this stuff they're talking about is, and so
So
she'll
for
spend her downtime figuring out more
Mhm.
about her class, I guess.
Sure. So for research tasks, one of the things that I would request when you say, Alan, I want to do a research task,
Uh-huh.
tell me very specifically what your character is trying to learn, right? So instead of just like, my character wants to learn about warlocks, that's like kind of vague, right? And that'd be like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, that's like a 1 week research project to find out, like, oh yeah, they're like occult sorcerers effectively, right? That follow a patron, and like the terms and conditions of their patrons vary greatly for these reasons, right? But it'd be very low level knowledge, right?
Mhm.
But if you're like, what if you like find out who your patron is? It's just like, Alan, I want to do research on where my patron came from, right? I'd be like, bet, all right, that'd be a pretty intense research task, right? But here's like a possible number of weeks you can do, type thing.
Okay.
For
Well,
some
also-
research tasks, just FYI, if you request a research outcome that's like big knowledge, that would like unlock a side quest rather than just giving you the information, you know?
Got it.
And I think, like, to make it easier for you, if there's any knowledge that we have as players that we want our characters to know, we can just straight up say, I'm going to do research to find out this fact or something, right? And then then you can tell us if that's possible in the downtime that's available or whatever.
Yeah, of course. Or, well, I would probably, like I said, give you like some kind of, because I did say that what the idea that I like is that you spend weeks of downtime on like research tasks, right? So it might be like, oh yeah, I want to find out like where my patron came from, like where they originated from, right? And that might be like, okay, that's going to be like a 40-week research task or something, right? Because that's like pretty significant to find out, like, like say like where an archfiend came from, right? But yeah, if it's something, and then like you can like, oh, this downtime we have 6 weeks. All right, cool. I'll put 6 weeks into this research project. It's also possible in the idea I have for downtime that not every downtime is associated with a level up, right? That sometimes you might just get downtime in the middle of a level where you just don't gain a level, but you just get like 4 weeks or something.
Okay.
Maybe it's because like you're waiting on something, right? Where it's like, oh, hey, Bim Bob, you said we need you to go do some scouting for us. Like, huh, gotcha. I'll be back in a month, right? And it's like, all right, well, I guess we'll just wait for a month, or like just do something else for a month or something. You just kind of hang out around the town or something, right? I want level ups to be associated with downtime, but I'm not necessarily sure if I want every downtime to have a level. You know what I mean?
That's cool. That's just cool to know that downtime is going to happen outside of just leveling up too. So
right, yeah.
Then that's not our only opportunity to do downtime things.
Yeah. But yeah,
I like that. It makes the world feel bigger than just quests.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's always been the problem I have with D&D, is that a lot of campaigns I've been in, they feel so busy, right? Like the moment like your characters touch the ground, it's like quest, like back to back, and it doesn't really feel like you have a break. So I like the idea of just like,
if you do the math for like all the long rests you took and stuff, and you're like, we did all of this in a month and a half, and now we're level 15. I'm just like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah. So that's something that I really want to experiment with. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But I don't really have anything else to say. I'm glad to see that y'all are interested in it, so I can like continue to expand on it without worrying that you'll hate it. Like I said, if over the next 2 weeks you think of anything as like oh, you know what, my character would really like to do this as a downtime activity, right? Let me know, and I'll try to think of like what kind of reward that would have, because I want all the downtime activities to have like some kind of reward, right? Instead of like just oh yeah, I just spent X weeks doing this and I gained nothing for it. I would like things. It's like, say, like, even if like you're carousing, like learn about the culture or something, I might throw something in there. It's just like, oh yeah, you do that, you meet a new NPC and you start at friendship level 1 with them or something, right? Or like if you're out gambling, you get a little bit of gold. Or I mean, if you're gambling, I would have you roll for how much gold you get. But you get the idea, right? Like just if you have any idea of like what your character would do in their downtime, let me know. I'm super fascinated to know, and I'll try to set stuff up for that. Good?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Awesome. I'm gonna go get food. I will see y'all next time.
Hey, Alan,
Have
do
a
you
good one, guys.
one more minute.
Yeah, what's up? Does
So-
everyone else need to be here, or is this just like a you and me thing?
No, it's about my character sheet.
Okay, yeah, shoot.
Sorry, I do have a quick
Oh.
question. When is
Shoot.
our next game?
2 weeks.
2 weeks from now. Okay.
Yep.
Nope. Thank you.
The 15th. Okay.
Yep, we're back on the 2-week schedule. Yep.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.